my knee and my back. In fact, I found a separate part of the mattress. You know, sometimes one part of the mattress, man, you done laid that spot so long, you done made a hole in the mattress. You can get the mattress to lay right in your little spot because you have that indentation from your body. Okay, so I didn't even sleep on that side of the bed. I was on the side of the bed. I laid very still. I am telling you guys, this is a real testimonial. I don't have no pain in my back now. Cause Dre coming over this morning because we doing stretches. He said one of your problems is you exercise while stretching. We doing stretches and working out because my back and my knee was hurting. They not hurting no more. Okay, end of story. This is not like it's a testimony. It's not like a commercial for KT, but I'm gonna tell you how to get to them because I know you thinking I got some stuff hurting right now. I can put a piece of bandage or a piece of tape on that thing. Okay, it's called KT Tape, and all you gotta do is go to www.kttape.com and tell them I heard Michael Coylar do his testimony, go up, singing, dancing, move around and stuff. And yesterday he was walking upstairs like he really is 67. So I refuse to start the show without telling y'all about Red's All Purpose and KT. Call them both today. We are bringing them back on the show because they stuff work. All right. There's so much stuff to get in today, and we're still getting in under an hour. We are going to have a little bit more time. I don't think our comic is going to make it. He couldn't get his equipment to do his damn thing. But also, we start Vino's new segment today, where Vino is going to be the host of Sports Talk. Okay? Mainly because I don't have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know about no damn sport. But I know I have a lot of people who watch the show that like sports, so we got to have that segment. But when they be talking, I be like this. I don't know what the hell they talking. Who did what? Oh, I thought he was a golfer. He swims. Okay, I'm just saying, I don't know about no sports. Okay, so instead of tricking y'all standing here looking like I might know, we brought in the great Vino. So it's going to be his segment. We're going to set it up like that. One last thing before I bring my people on. I think it's this one. People be thinking, well, after you get so big, you ain't gonna even want to work out no more. But that big dude, he show you anybody can do their thing. My man got some moves, baby. Let's get started with two ladies who also have great moves. They're my co-hostesses with the mostest. First of all, Katie, funny AF is in the house this morning. Katie in the house, yo, good morning. Katie, I bring you on. Got to bring you on, mama. You forgot to push the button. How you doing, girl? Good morning.
Because I was laughing at the pregnant man.
Oh, my God. Do you see his lean back? He can't lean back. And lean back. I'm like, you need to lean back a little more.
He had two moments. The lean back, and when he say, dang, you fine.
Dang, you fine. But he only went to here. He didn't go all the way down. He went, dang, you fine. And went, oh, man, wait a minute. Let's bring in Straya Black, who's also awfully funny. Straya Black, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing?
I'm great. I love you, Straya Black.
Okay, I got a question. Oh, right, I had a fabulous weekend, but I got a question for you and Katie since the comedian is gone. So, shout out to Sonia. We love you, but this is just a question, right? So, to you and Katie, if you were dating someone and you were over their house for about 3 days, and on the third day, you found, like you went into their basement or you went into a bathroom that you're not supposed to use, and you saw someone that was captive. Yeah, like if you was over a guy or a girl.
Time out. I went off screen. I hit the wrong button. Start back from the beginning. So if you was dating, what were you saying?
Okay, so if you were dating someone, male, female, whomever, and say for instance you're over their house about 3 days, And on the third day of being there, you go into the wrong bathroom, or you maybe go into the basement where a person is held captive. What would you do? Okay, so first I want to ask Katie, and then I'll ask you. What would you do if you came to someone's house and it's somebody that you've been dating for a while, and you stay there for about 3 days, and on that third day, you go into the basement or you go into a bathroom. You know how some people like, don't use that bathroom, use this bathroom.
Okay.
So, and you walk into a room, a basement, and you see someone who's like hanging or tied up. What would you do? Okay, you go first, Katie.
I don't know what you be dating. First of all,
thank you.
I could not fathom. Oh my God! But I would definitely get away and down 911. But I think you're trying to say, do you untie them? Do you try to help them? I'm leaving.
Okay. Okay, so everybody is saying call the cops. Okay, to each his own. What would you do, boss?
Well, first I would take a moment and think about what my situation is.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
I have to actually look at it because some people like to be tied up. Okay. So I don't know if that's some stuff they into. I just happen to drop over and visit in the middle of one of their play sessions. I don't know. So I want to take a moment and look at the situation.
You 3 days.
I've been coming over for 3 days.
No, you've been there. Like, everybody is so quick to say, call the police. I'll set the setting again. But you and the person have been dating for a while. You're over their house the entire weekend. Mm-hmm. Sunday comes. For some odd reason, him or her say, hey, I'll be right back. I'm just going to make a run. And you're in the house and you stumble upon a person being tied up or captive. What do you do? What is the next step? So answer it again, boss. Okay, because
I'm gonna probably help them escape. That's the kind of thing, because my nature is first thing is to help other people. So that's my nature. So first thing I'm gonna do is I look at their face, because I gotta look at a person first. If they tied up and bundled, but they like this, then I'm not gonna mess with them because they enjoying themselves. But if they look stressed, my first thing is try to get them out of whatever they tied up in first, and then together we'll make a decision. Either we're going to run, or if the two of us think we can do it, we go upstairs and beat the shit out the person that tied them up. We're going upstairs and get them. But if we don't think we can get them, I'm going to help them escape. That's what I would do. So now what would you do?
Okay, so for you and Katie, who's thinking with your dirty minds, talking about I'm dating somebody like that. No, I'm actually working on something, a little short film, and that's the basis of it. You dating someone, and on that third day of dating them, but mind you've been dating a while, but on that third day, you find someone that's like, captive. So that's
are they smiling like you?
Huh?
Are they smiling like you? Like
no. Like I said, that's the storyline of it. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but that's pretty much the storyline. What I would do.
Wait, before you tell me, the person tied up is a man or a lady?
It's whomever you're dating. So it would be a lady for you, but for Katie, it would be a man.
But if it's a lady I'm dating, but I'm talking about who's tied up. The person you're dating ain't tied up. You're visiting them. Somebody else is tied up. Who's tied up, a man or a lady?
So it's a man. It's a man tied up.
I'm talking about a man is tied up. Okay, yeah. I'm going to help him escape. If it's a woman, I'm going to have to get out these clothes and see. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. All right, tell me what you going to do with yours. What would you do with you already asked yours, Katie. What you going to do with yours, Trey? Okay, so for me, I'm not going to lie to you. I would act like I didn't see anything. The way that you got Jeffrey Dahmers, you got, listen, if I'm at a person's house, I'm just speaking for me. If I'm at a person's house and I've been dating them and I think that I know them and then I stumble upon a human, I'm not saying anything. But the first thing I'm going to do is get out of there. Whatever that I have, whatever, I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to act like I never saw it. But it comes a flip side of that, because if that person escapes, then they could tell on you. I saw that girl. So, I don't know. It's a good movie. Y'all don't front. Put up the thumbs up if that's something that you would want to see.
No. I'm another kind of hero. Like boss to myself, I'm going to help them escape. That's why movies make the money they make and be as long as they are, because it's people like Boss, they want to be a hero and they hear the dude come. Is you nuts? I'm not listening. I'm leaving the hero work to the people that went to the boot camp and got the shield. My phone worked just fine, y'all. My phone get cut off every now and then, but 911 work regardless. So I'm gonna get the.
Yeah, I don't think I could call the police at that time because I would be on other stuff. Yeah, you got to get out first.
Yeah.
I don't have no time to dial. Wait for somebody to pick up. Can you hold on 1 second? I'll be right back.
And then what?
6 o'clock in the morning, y'all.
But the person can't
6 in the morning.
You tap into that, meaning like you don't know what they're there for. Yes, it's wrong. Yes, the person is wrong, but I mean, yes, that
7
you
o'clock
see somebody tied up, but you don't know the reason that they're down there. You do not
7 in
know
the morning,
the reason.
baby.
No reason, though.
Say it again.
You need to know. You need to have a reason.
Oh,
I don't need a reason if I see someone in distress. I don't need a reason to help them. I don't need to say, "Well, yeah, you tied up. You look like they're about to kill you," but
I don't know.
I don't even know why you here. It's good for you. I'm going about my business. No, I can't do that.
I just so happen to live in an area where our police officers are actual police officers, so I trust them, and I even speak to them when I see them, and they speak to me. They go, "Hey, Miss Buddy AF," and all of that. I'm gonna get away from there as far as possible and hide so that person don't run into me, and I'm going down 911 quietly.
But the person, imagine the person, you've been getting to know them for a couple of months. You're dating them. You like them. You're intrigued. Like you stayed over 3 days. You stayed over their house 3 days.
How did we get from 3 days to several months? How well do we know this person?
Because again, you've been dating them for a while. And once you're dating them for a while.
Okay, different. I've been dating them for a while. When you say dating them, I mean I've been dating them. That's what you're saying. I've been like dating them. Oh, different answer. If I've been dating them, I'm gonna go back upstairs and slap the shit out of them and say, "Why you got somebody tied up in your basement?" That's a whole different story. I thought it's a strange. I came over 3 days and visited. I'm not that whole. No. We've been dating a while. I go in the basement. You got somebody tied up. You ain't talking to me about this. And somebody tied up in distress. I'm whooping your ass.
I was married to my. I was
the police about it later. All right. I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you, Katie. What are you saying?
I was married to my ex-husband for 10 years. It took me one day to figure out, let me call this lawyer. I don't care. If I found out at that moment you tie people up in basements, you might have been dating that other person for a while and that they tied up. I will not be victim number 2. I'm just not into that. I'm sorry.
I don't know why I think you're into that. Okay, listen.
Only the safe word. Only the
safe word.
If the people in the comments think that would be a cool short film, just put the thumbs up. Because me and my little brother, we was pitching ideas. We was going back and forth. And then so it was so funny because my friend kept saying, that person didn't see me. And we said, well, what if the person gets away and the last person before dying, or if they don't die and they say, I remember seeing this girl.
Where is your moral compass? You don't care about saving the person. You just care that you don't get pointed out that you was there. Get the hell. We gotta go.
Steven Spielberg. That's all I'm gonna say. Quentin Tarantino. You got all people like that. Okay.
You have to go.
Yeah.
You gotta go. That means stop. Okay. So we gotta go. All right. So listen, guys. So it's time for sports talk. But before we do sports talk, did you get any sports guys to come? Did Reese make it? Okay. Did Odin make it? Okay, we got Reese, we got Dino, and wait, I gotta show you a tape that I put up just for the sports people before we do the sports part. And I gotta use my magnifying glass to see which one I'm using for them. What the hell? That boy, you talked to him and he said he was coming? Odin,
I've been calling him. I ain't got him.
Oh, I thought you said you talked to him. Okie dokie pokey. All right. Wait a second. Let me see. Oh, you, sir. Guys.
I don't call the cops. I don't call cops. I was shot 5 times. I still wouldn't call them. Not I. I really don't trust them. I don't trust police officers like that, man. They could be cool, but I really don't. What up, Edna? I'm still waiting for people, Edna, to get to Philadelphia. I'm trying to work this thing out, Edna, to go to the Morris Remembrance Day in Philadelphia on the 14th. Still trying to work that thing out. Of this month, not next month. Yo, I'm ready to tell. I don't know if Mike and them can hear me, but I'm ready to tell them I'll get back with them. This is what happens when this is not your show. You got to flow, B. We use every opportunity. No, I got shot 5 times. I really did. I said, don't let the cops touch me. Real rap. I really did say that. I got bullet in here, bullet here. Trust them. Nigga, trust. You don't trust somebody you don't even know?
Okay, that's sports talk. Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new segment now, sports talk. We have a new leader of that segment. It is Big Vino. Let's bring Big Vino on. Big Vino.
Hey, what's up?
Well, go ahead, bro.
I've been thinking about it. I think that we should call this new segment the Really Big Sports Fan segment.
Okay, the Really Big.
I think that's a good name. I think that'll stand up with the people. The Really Big Sports Fan
segment. Okay, that's excellent. And I want to always have at least 3 of you guys here. The reason I'm not doing it, guys, I don't know what I'm talking. I don't know sports. I don't know who's on what team, who's winning. I don't even know what season it is. I think it's tennis season. They playing football. I don't have a clue. But these gentlemen on here are experts. And y'all deserve to have a little sports at least once a week. I like to do it at the top of the week because over the weekend, so many shows, so many things. But before we get started, one of our regulars on this is Errol Reese. Errol is a wonderful cat, and he's being celebrated right now. He just received the president.
Nothing.
Already. Okay. I'm trying to get to the piece I have for him right here. It's my dude. Reese got the and he look good too. Look at he's flying.
Well, look at that boy, clean.
It's a presidential. I was trying to be able to read that to make sure it wasn't somebody else's name. People be holding up the thing. And this is it. I'm going to get my glasses and read this. I am deeply humbled and honored to receive the 2024 President's Lifetime Achievement Award at North Carolina. That's my home. Central University. It's a privilege to have contributed to the community and business sectors. I look forward to celebrating this occasion with my esteemed colleagues. I am so proud of him. The President Lifetime Achievement Award going to our guy, Errol Reese, right here on the mic. Bring on this.
Reese,
and you brought it. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, do me a favor. Put it all the way up like this so we can see it good. Nice.
I never got to meet an Olympian, but this is close enough.
I'm ever good to get a gold medal right here, baby.
Congratulations.
I'd wear it with suits. I'd wear it with my drawers. I'd wear that everywhere. People say, why you got that gold thing? I want it.
They gave us a real nice lapel pin we could wear on our suits. It's really nice, man. So it's a great honor. I'm so proud to be a part of some great people who got honored that night at North Carolina Central. K-Mac, who's on the show with me, got on as well. My friend Daverine, a bunch of chancellors. It was a great night for people, and for people to think about you in this kind of way, Michael, it made me feel really, really happy. So I was glad to be a part of it.
Man, we are so proud of you over here, man.
Yeah, you deserve it back. Can we give him a round of applause on this?
Well, Reese, I would like to say, after seeing you on that stage in that suit, in the voice of Nelly Baby, is you single? Because you look like a whole neck. You look like Mr. Earl, baby. I was all over it. Don't be sitting up there on my phone. Don't be doing that.
Okay, now we're going to get out y'all way and start your segment. Sports Talk. Big Vino and Errol Reese. The new segment is called The Really Big
excitement because it was an exciting week in sports. The weekend was crazy. We have WNBA playoffs, MLB playoffs, a full slate of football games, and we even had some UFC action this weekend, man. Look, first of all, let's start. Shout out to the New York Liberty. They finished off the series last night, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. So they're moving on to the WNBA finals, and they will await either the winner of the Sun or the Lynx. The Suns tied up the series last night, 2-2. Exciting game tomorrow night. What do you think about that?
I was really surprised that the Aces couldn't get that three-peat in because they had won the 2 previous years. But the Liberty with Breonna Stewart and the crew, they can straight up ball. So I'm not surprised. I'm picking to win the doggone championship, you know.
Oh, yeah, Liberty they're definitely looking really strong. I think that Suns, Lynx, whoever come out of there, that's going to be a dogfight. And they're going to be tired, and the Liberty's going to be well-rested. So shout out to the New York Liberty. Always like you, one of the original WNBA teams.
I like it. I've never heard of them. All right, go ahead.
Let's move on over to the MLB playoffs. New York Yankees up 1-0 on the Kansas City Royals. Cleveland Guardians, it's hard to not say Indians anymore. Cleveland Guardians up 1-0 on the Detroit Lions. Detroit Tigers, pardon me. Philly last night, the Philadelphia Phillies. What did you think about that game? Did you catch that game? How they tied that series back up with the walk-off from Castillo?
Game, I really enjoyed it. Michael, did you catch it?
Nope. I was watching the worst movie in the world last night. It's called The Joker. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't spend any money on that. Things got a bit chippy out in the West Coast yesterday between San Diego and the LA Dodgers.
What happened?
Real chippy out there. But bright side, Tatis Jr.
Yes.
That man is a problem.
But I've been waiting for him to do something. You know, he came in. Everybody say he's going to be that dude, and up to this point, he showed up when they needed him to show up. So last night they did.
It got really chippy though. A few expletives.
Oh yeah,
were thrown around on the field.
So what team was it where I saw the turnover? The guy actually the guy dropped off. He had the ball. He dropped it. His partner grabbed it and ran all the way for a touchdown. What was it? It was.
That was probably the Jets. The Jets lost horribly in London to the Minnesota Vikings.
Yes.
Wait, you just said in London. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh, they played in London. The Jets and the Vikings came live from the NFL from London for a game yesterday.
Hold up, now I'm confused. You talking about our sports in London, England?
Our sports, yes. The NFL is making strides to be international, global even. So we're playing games in Brazil, in London, in Germany. Wherever they have enough seats to fill 100,000 people, they will play an NFL game there.
That's great.
Roger Goodell, the commissioner, is trying to make this a global game, as Vino just mentioned. Three or four times a year they play. I think at one point they're going to try to get to China or somewhere to play a game. It's going to be crazy this year, man.
Wait a minute, I know y'all said a lot of stuff, but y'all ain't gonna mention that Chicago won yesterday.
I was gonna get to that. I was gonna save that for the last because Chicago Bears have won yesterday.
Come on.
And it sets up a barn burner because also winning yesterday finally were the Jacksonville Jaguars. So next week, Mike, Jacksonville, Chicago. We might have to put a little wage up on there.
I'm gonna actually watch that. And
we're gonna watch that. Okay, we're gonna watch that game. We're gonna lock in.
I will blindly bet you 25. Blind.
$25. There it is.
I'm not sure why you guys are watching that. Really? The Jacksonville Jaguars, I mean, that team finally got a win. Seriously?
Come on. Against Indy. Yes, we took it to them.
But 2 years ago, they were the best team out.
Hey, listen.
Exactly.
So now, you are bad about them?
They're the best team out there. No.
Okay, you know what? That's arguable, Reese. Okay, let's.
Well, I got time.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, now let's move on. There was a full slate of games yesterday. Dallas pulled it together late against Pittsburgh. Green Bay took down the LA Rams. The Giants actually caught a win over Seattle yesterday. That's surprising. Of these games, what game of the weekend stood out to you the most this week, Reese?
I think the Cincinnati-Baltimore Ravens game. I mean,
that was a good one.
Game kind of wrapped up when Mike was talking about somebody dropping the ball. I thought he was talking about Lamar Jackson when he fumbled the ball, rolled to his left, stiff-armed a defender, pointed to the end zone and threw a touch. That was an incredible play by his.
Yeah. Okay. So we're out of time for sports section. One last quick question. Tonight, Saints in Kansas City. Who you got?
I got 15. 15 is Patrick Mahomes. I got him every single day, all day.
Okay.
What about
I
you?
concur. I concur. Kansas City stays undefeated. Road to the Super Bowl, first 3-peat champion, probably.
I agree.
All right. Well, that's the really big sports fan segment with Big Vino.
This segment, how it was done, and we're going to do a commercial, and then we're going to come back, Katie. We're going to do a commercial, and then we're going to come back to Sabir Bay. But right now, Reese, once again, congratulations, King. Take out this banner because it's blocking you. Hold it 1 second. Thank you, brother, for winning. I'm glad you show such excellence. Thank you, Vino, for coming and making this show.
Not a problem, sir.
Tell us where we can find y'all.
The Sports Radio each and every day, man, from 7 to 9. We're on YouTube, so check us out.
Yes, sir. And you can find me at Big Vino Comedy on all platforms, www.comedictherapy.xyz. And if you are in the Houston area this weekend, October 11th and 12th, I will be at Sam Houston Race Park with Coco Brown. We are still on that Through the Fire tour, so check me out there. I've got a lot of new jokes. I've been writing all month, so come check me out. We got some funny for you.
Brother, I'm so proud of you. Hey, y'all, leave me with a woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
Hey, y'all, it's the Michael Coylar Morning Show.
Oh boy, this is early morning crazy. This is not my show, y'all. Y'all can go to the show, ask him some questions, leave some comments in that comment box for him. Because my brain was working as I'm watching this. It was hurting me to watch that. I swear to God, it was hurting me to hear grown men talk about sports.
Hey, we brought this gentleman back today because he's so sharp. He knows his black culture like nobody. I don't know anybody who is as well versed with where we come from. Him being a Moor himself, his name is Sabir Bay, and Moors were the first people on this planet. The first black people were the Moors. He knows the stories. He got the books. Bring him on, Sabir Bay. Ladies and gentlemen, Sabir Bay right here on the Michael Coylar Morning Show.
What up?
It's only a 1-hour show, right?
Bro, yeah, I'm sitting here. I was hurting, man. That last 10 minutes, I was just hurting.
Yeah, why were you hurting?
That sports part, like,
why?
Out of everything that's going on in the world, brother, it's like we more concerned about sports, bro. You know what's happening in North Carolina than actually overseas, man? Like, it's a lot that you didn't hear what's happening. You know what the wild part? How you going to give people $750 that lost everything? That's what Kamala was saying, right? Mm. But we weren't about sports and the ticket there that cost that much. But
I don't remember her saying that. But
yeah, brother, it's very. You can go look it up. It's there.
In North Carolina, everybody who's in the hurricane gets $750.
Yeah. So my thing, man, is like it's too much, and even what's happening in Iran and what's happening in Gaza, bro. It's like we don't realize it honestly until it hits home. When it hits here, I see it happening. I don't know about y'all, but I see it happening. But yeah, man, I couldn't, man. It's too much that's going on. But I want to thank you, bro, because you hit me.
When I bring you back, listen. So when I bring you back, if you come back, we'll try to keep you at the top of the show so you don't have to hear about nothing but the shit you're involved in. But sports is part of our society.
I got it. I got it.
It's got to be part of our shit.
I got you. No, I got you.
Listen. So 1 hour show and 20 minutes in, you text me, when am I coming on? I'm like, I know this man got more patience than that, but it's
my name is patient. I just woke up. I just had my first cup of coffee. I got it. I got my.
restarting you from now. Your segment starts right now.
Yo,
what are we talking about?
So let me give a shout out before we start this to my brother Big Red, Hawthorne James. You know we did a movie, a short, right?
Yeah.
You know,
what's going on with it?
No, I just said, you know, we did a short film because I was hearing her talking about the film. We did a short film called Abandon Act. That's me. You know what's so funny, Mike? Somebody might take this and say Sabir was in jail.
You look like he's straight up in there,
no, but let me tell you, that's a county.
Before you fast forward that, Hawthorne James is brilliant.
Yes, he is.
Big Red,
yes,
love that. He's been in more movies than you imagine. He's always a very deep, intricate artist. He's brilliant.
Very good, very good dude, man. And when he called me to produce that, to rewrite that script, it was a script that it was a young sister who wrote the script named Molly. He sent the script to me to read the script and change the script because it was about him going to jail and Christianity. I took the script, added some things in it, and it brought the history of the Moors in it.
Nice.
And then I didn't know I was going to be in the film, but he put me in the film on that day we were shooting. I didn't know that. But the thing is, like, the way his mind works, brother. And I just had a conversation with him yesterday about doing something together again. But Hawthorne he's a serious dude, bro.
Serious guy, great actor.
He's serious and a good actor, brother. And that's why I said we need to learn how exactly he has a good heart. He told me something about Martin yesterday too that blew my mind, bro. Yo, and I forgot you was in Martin too. I forgot you. Yeah, you were Gina's boss.
Love Martin.
But my thing is, like, when I see things, but we have to have a balance in everything we do, bro. Like, and when I sat with Hawthorne or sit with him, he creates my mind start working. Okay, how can we add these things in? So in the movie, I added things in about the Moors. So the scene was I was in jail with him, right? And he brings up this information, and I'm showing him the history about the Moors, but his daughter was homeless. That's the whole storyline. So instead of giving her like Christianity, whatever, we was giving her history and her buy books. You know, it's a good short. It's called Abandon Act.
Abandon Act.
Yeah, it's on IMDb. We shot it years ago, about 5 years ago. I still ain't released it.
But let me ask you about your knowledge of blackness. You've always wanted to know about our culture because you know so much. Have you always done that? You've never veered off and acted or done sports or decided to do art. You said, man, I want to know my culture. And you focused on that? Well,
the thing is that I came out the Nation of Islam. You know, I came out the Nation of. I used to box, but I'm not a fan of these.
Were you a feather lightweight?
Yeah. I used to box it. I used to box at Mary Anderson. So until I got shot, in my tibia. In my tibia.
Slow you down.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely slowed me down, but it didn't. It really didn't slow me down.
Really did.
But then I turned around and got shot again 5 times after that.
Dang.
Yeah, man. I went through the ringer, brother.
Was it a magnet or something? Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
You know, it was a magnet. But
you gotta quit messing with people. How come everybody keeps shooting you? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But it's all good. Hey, listen. But you know the wild thing is the sister was talking about calling on the police. You know when I got shot those 5 times, I said, "Don't let the cops touch me." I have a bullet in my head and one in my chest, my back, my arm, and I said, "Don't let the cops touch me." I was woke when it hit me. That's how serious. I'm from Philly.
Don't let the cops touch you.
Yeah, I'm from Philly, bro. Let me tell you something. We don't trust them. Like we have a thing called the meat wagon. I don't know if they call that in Chicago. The meat wagon is where they throw you in the back of the police wagon, and if you're in the back, there is no like comfort back there. Like your body be shifted.
There's no way to hold on. The seat all the way across is hard metal.
Yeah.
And they deliberately bounce you
around. They deliberately do that, brother. And that's why
people they can and throw you all around in the back of the thing.
Exactly. So I never trusted them. And the brother that held me when I got shot, he would not let the police touch me. You know, but you know, at the time when I got hit, I thought about everything that I was doing. You know, I lost my son too in 2020. But the thing that I have always wanted to know the law part since I was growing up. It's not about the blackness because nobody's black. I was always wanted to know why they were doing the things they were doing to our people. And what they were doing is that it's the lack of knowledge. That's why I said we spent more time focusing on law of the constitutions, both of them. This one right here, Mike, the state constitution, which most people don't know about, right? Or
the California Constitution, right? I don't know anything about that.
Or you should read them. Or this one, the federal constitution.
Okay.
These two things, would actually help our people. And Carter G. Woodson, who started Negro Week, not Black History Month, he talked about that in his book, The Miseducation of the Negro. He talks about how a bill was passed to not have the Negro study anything pertaining to the Constitution. Because if they studied the Constitution, they could protect their rights.
They would know their rights, yeah.
So it's deliberately set up to make us fail, bruh. And this is why I said if we spent more energy to focus on this and what is happening and with humanity, we will understand what is happening with us here. You see what I'm saying? So the laws that, let me ask you a question, or your audience. What is the law of the land?
That's a pretty general question.
No, it's
the
simple.
Law of the land. What do you mean? In which way?
It's simple.
The
Listen,
law of the land is kill them niggas.
No.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's not
something is simple, right? It's simple. Anybody in law would know this. It is simple. The law of the land is called due process. That's it. You must hear before you condemn. There you go. Somebody just said it. Due process, right? It's not complicated. And so imagine if we knew these things, how we can defend or protect ourselves. So we don't even know the basics, but we're crying and saying it's white supremacy or the white man did it or killed the Negro. You know what I mean? It's none of that.
And since we don't know, tell us what we don't know about due process. How does knowing about due process help us? Tell us that.
See, the due process is that you must hear before you condemn. I was watching something yesterday in Philadelphia. They have this thing. Okay. Was that for me? Because that's like the comedy.
Yeah, but we're gonna extend 2 hours. 2 minutes. We only have a 7-minute segment.
Okay.
So all right, good.
So the due process is that you must hear before you condemn. That's the due process of the law. So you can't take somebody's property until you have a jury of your peers, number one. And we don't even have jury of our peers. Who do we have in these courtrooms? Everyone else but our own people. We call them character witness today. Character witnesses. Somebody said Article 4, Section 4. Damn, we got some. See what I'm saying, Mike? We got some constitutional people on this feed, bro. This is what people want to hear to actually help us instead of complaining.
So this person's name is Emmett.
It's a lot of people that said Sixth Amendment.
Lime Trust. I can't pronounce that name. Can you?
Damn, everybody bringing up these constitutions.
In me I trust.
In me I trust.
In me I trust. See.
In me I trust.
Hey, in me I trust. Quick question. In me I trust. Did you enjoy the sports section? Because I'm down with balance too. We gotta have all of it.
It's just like in hip hop, you have to have a balance, but we lopsided.
Okay. Yes. All right. Go ahead.
So we're basically lopsided. It's just like with hip hop. You have the negative and the positive, but it's more so negative in hip hop. It's the same thing with sports. We're more sports than the laws. You see what I'm saying? We used to have conversations in the barbershop about laws and what the cops was doing. That was the medical people.
They still doing some.
Well, some. What does due process have if the person?
If you want to talk about what's going on with politics and sports.
See, somebody asking this question. I have a YouTube channel. They can come to my YouTube channel. I'm live every day on YouTube. I have a show called Coffee and Conversation that you can ask me any question when you come on my show, the Sabir Bay Show. But the due process is you must hear before you condemn anybody or you can take anybody's property.
Hey, Katie, slow down. Hey, Sabir. So, Katie, when you put up a question, I need it to stay until he answers it or we at least address it. Okay, so this is a question that came to you. What do a person do if they're in prison and they're not getting their food?
Getting there, you say getting there, hold up. What is
they're not getting their food. They're locked in prison.
This is and that's the hard part about being in prison. You know, and I tell people, get somebody on the outside. That's humane. That's inhumane. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but you should get somebody. They used to have law libraries set up. Now I think they took law libraries out. I don't think you can go to law libraries like you used to in them prisons, but get somebody on the outside that actually can reach out to these people. And again, man, it's touchy because prisons are private now. They can really do what they want to do with you inside these prisons, and that's the hard part.
That's the hardest part. I have a friend in now. And he's trying to get letters so we can send letters so he can go and appeal and come out. And so I'm trying to ask my friend. So I asked Maxine Waters, and she's
good luck.
I can't be writing no letter to get somebody out. What? I was like, dang, but I tried and I sent a letter. So yeah, I guess you can reach out to somebody if you're in trouble. If you ain't getting your stuff in prison, let's hope you can reach somebody outside.
And let me say, yeah, and not these politicians. They don't work for you, man. And I keep trying to tell you, we put too much trust in it. We say, well, we put them there. You didn't put them there. They were placed there. These politicians don't work for you. They don't work for us.
So, okay, we got to go. Leave us with one thing and then tell us how we can find you. And I promise when you come back, we'll put you at the top of the show and we ain't going to have no sports that day.
No. Okay. Listen.
All right, go ahead.
Study the state constitution. I'm going to continue this when I get off of this feed on my show. Study the state constitution, study the federal constitution. There's two differences. The federal constitution and the state constitution. Both of those. And my YouTube channel is Sabirbey. Sabirbey, Sabir Bey, or before 1492. It's the history behind that. Go ahead, you can say something, Mike?
Yeah, I think that everybody should have those two books.
Yeah.
So hold them back up again. So we should, even if we don't have time to sit down right now and read the whole book, we should have both of these at our house. And when we got leisure time, I'm talking about, I'm in California. We got leisure time. Pop open, just go to one section. Read a little bit at a time so you feel comfortable with sort of knowing what we have coming. Like, you want to talk about constitutional stuff? That dude that they have running for president, he has done all kind of stuff that's outside the constitutional premier. He has wiped his behind with the Constitution, and no one's done anything about it.
All of them.
I want to talk about next time. It's one thing to know the law, but how do we get the folks, the Europeans who have the hold to all the strings, how do we get them to do what they're supposed to do?
All of them the same. They all the same. They all the same. It doesn't matter if it's Kamala Harris, it's Trump. Y'all keep focusing just on Trump. Malcolm said there's no difference between a northern dog and a southern dog. They're the same, bro. They're politics. Period. I don't take sides with nobody.
A northern dog don't eat ham hocks.
Whatever. That's
a difference. That's a difference. Like, tell people how they can find you, you genius, you brilliant young man. You come on, let us know how we can find you and get more information.
My Instagram is Real Sabir Bey. My ex, formerly known as Twitter, is Real Sabir Bey. My YouTube channel is Sabir Bey. It's very easy. You can Google that name, Sabirbey, and everything will pop straight up on there.
I love it, brother. I appreciate you. Leave us with a woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo.
Sabir Bey right here on the Michael Coylar Morning Show. Y'all should look him up, man. He got some smart stuff to talk about. I'm going to prayer right now. We're going to get there, but wait. Before I get to prayer, I got to see for some other stuff. You got a face on you straight. What are you thinking? What are you thinking right now? Just don't even think about nothing else. Tell me what you're thinking right now.
Well, first of all, it was a great segment, Sabir, the young man. But you know me, I'm a mustard seed. I'm trying to get myself together. I don't like how he came on. I don't like how he came on saying, "Oh, y'all worried about sports." He don't know if what we. Like, this is entertainment. Like, and we comedians, and I know I'm smart as hell. You don't know that. I don't know. And then to say that and you drinking coffee, the white man still got you too, bro.
Hold up.
Okay. See, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Hold up.
Mike, you can get me in trouble.
Hey, Mike. She just said, hold up, Mike, you got me back on. She said, I came on. And the white man got me. Do you know where coffee come from?
It's from South America.
No. Let me help you out, sister. Coffee come from Ethiopia. It's called Buna. Okay, it's coffee. It's Africa. So it's not that I came on. It's not that I came on that way. Okay, and I use almond milk or almendres in Spanish. So,
but Sabir, you don't think that was a little bit much? Like,
no, it's not. It's not. I didn't.
Just hear me out. You and the position that you are in, you are a leader. You are trying to captivate, to bring more people, to educate them, to come along the path. You want to teach them. You want them to learn. All I'm just saying is, I'm a woman, and how you came on, that's what instantly you had a lot of things to say, but instantly my mind went down because y'all worried about sports. No, that's what's entertaining. We know that a lot of stuff is messed up. We know that. But if as leaders, if y'all not coming forward and standing ground regardless of the YouTube channels, if you're not here to make a change, then how can we learn? How are we gonna move forward? If boom, as soon as you come out, you say shit like, "Oh, y'all worried about sports?" They probably are, but people like me who are, I'm raising a king, so I'm very interested in things that you say. But I'm not going to your thing every day. I'm not. I don't know you enough to be like, damn right. I don't, like, as leaders that y'all say these things, well, how y'all standing up for us to say, damn, I want to learn more about that?
Okay, let me clear something up. I'm not a leader. I don't want to be a leader.
Okay.
Let me explain this to you. And when I came here, I sat here. You don't know the text message that I'm getting from people. People are hitting me up, asking me, they wanted to hear about the Constitution. My thing was, that's all we talk about. I'm not condemning it. I just told Mike I used to box, but we're focused so much on that we can tell you about every stat, but your rights, you don't understand. The rights is what you have to. We don't want to know about that until we get in trouble. This is not a microwave. You follow me? You have to know it. And that's what hip hop is. Hip means know. And when you hip, you hop.
Let me say this to you and your followers. Y'all should watch this show, because this show is all about balance. So we only do sports,
and that's what I
one
said.
day a week for 8 minutes out of a show that's a 5-hour show. So for you to come right on and say, man, I'm gonna talk about something else. Why are we talking about sports? We should be focusing on something else. I understand what her point is, because a lot of people feel that same way. The show is for everybody. It's entertainment, all kind of stuff. Just come on with you. But that's why I was watching you, was texting me saying, when am I coming on? I'm like, nigga, this morning. We're doing a 4-hour show. Before the hour's over, what? But you told your people to be here, so they all here like this. We want to know about the Constitution. We don't care about no ball or the Constitution. Everybody needs to come and fuck that. This is just a show about entertainment, love, light, and power, and bringing people together. So both points are well taken.
And it's much love, Sabir. It's
no
much
doubt.
love.
No
You're
doubt.
educated. You know how to read. That's very important. Like a lot
of people know how to read.
Yeah, a lot of men don't read.
I love
you know how to read, and you understand what you're reading. So congratulations. I'm here for it. I just think the approach should be a little more.
I'm gonna have to agree. We gotta go though. Do you want to say the last thing? I don't say it and just cut you off, Sabir. You want to say something?
No, I'm going to go live, but we're going to have this conversation. So
good.
I thank you.
Y'all go over to his live and get the rest of that.
And she can come over if she could ask, bring that to me, and I'm talking me because I love that type of. I'll be around. You know, I'm around comedians. You know, I know Mike. You know who I know. In this.
Too, but y'all gotta go.
Peace, Mike.
Okay.
Peace.
See you later. Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you. Straight up, pretty good stuff.
Life, B. What's going on? So we're gonna open this up. Hold up. I'm confused. She doesn't know how to read. Hey, family, y'all don't understand. Listen, see, when people believe today was going to be attacked, I mean, people was texting me. People was hitting me up. Yo, Sabir, man, what's going on, bro? See how people, you know how you can do something just to test somebody to see how they are, and just to see the reaction. That was kind of crazy. So let me open up my lines for a minute. I didn't attack. I just said, dude, I ain't got time. We ain't got time. And y'all don't even understand. I wanted to bring my brother Hawthorne name up so bad. I swear to God, I did. Let me call my brother Hawthorne to see if he pick up his phone. Hold up. I swear to God, man. Like, yo, hold up. Yeah, she was in her feelings, no doubt. Whew. Life. Hit my link, y'all. Come on and talk to me for a minute.
Yeah, okay, I'm listening.
You heard what she said? She said, you came over. No, I said, we ain't got time for none of this, man. You know what is going on in the world, bro? Like, seriously. No. Come on, man. We talking about I don't even care about you talking about sports, but we talk too much about it. But when you get in trouble, it's a different story. Wow.
I just sent, I don't know if you saw the text I sent you, but I said it's still you're attributed to the Romans at this point. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if the Romans first said it or not, one of the Caesars. But give them bread and circuses.
Give them bread and circuses. I read that. Give them bread. And this is the thing, bro. Like, this is why people literally pimp black people, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, if you can see through my eye, like, see, brother, and why everything, and the reason why I said this, because the conversation you and I had the other day, And when she said, well, the way you came off, like, how did I come off? I just said we waste too much time talking about sports. That's all I said. I don't care about you talking about it. I understand balance. I got it. She talking about we being around comedians. I'm around comedians too. And you got some serious people who know what it is, bruh, who know what time it is. But again, there's a time and place for everything. Like right now, Hawthorne, it's a lot that's happened. He said he didn't even know about Kamala wanting to give $750.
Mike, how do you not know that? And that has been a big subject.
That is the big subject right now.
I don't understand how that was really that really threw me also. Because if you don't know that one, and Mike, you're too smart not to know.
Dude, but people know, Cat Williams said this on Shannon Sharp's show about knowing something, but they ignore it. Like, but you ignoring this mug. You know what she said. He said, I didn't know. Don't make this about a Trump thing and a Kamala thing. I don't care. That's why I say there's no difference between a northern dog and a southern dog. They're both dogs. Like, who cares which one? Wouldn't vote for either one of them. You know what I mean? Why? My thing is that I'm not here to talk about who you should vote for. And I'm sitting here like, and I've read something about what Trump did. Trump actually raised, I forgot how many millions of dollars for those people. I'm not here talking about, he raised $1 million for these people. And I'm like, just think about this for 1 second, Hart. What can you do with $750?
You can buy groceries for, if you're a family, maybe 2 weeks.
Bruh, if I go to Whole Foods, how about that part? Let's cut that in half.
Yeah, okay.
You follow me? You already know. You already know.
I know exactly what you're saying, because I always talk about, it used to be when if I spent $25 when I was younger, I would come out the grocery store with a cart full of food. Now I spend $100 and I come out with 2 to 3 bags.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then I don't even have to pump.
Thank you.
It's not even heavy.
Dude, like, it's so much that's going on, but it's wild. And I don't know why she was offended when I'm looking at grown men talk about getting medals from what? Why? Like, dude, like, I'm around people. I go home, and I watch people with, look at sports. That's cool. But my thing is like, fam, it's like, you got to watch the movie 2012, fam. Watch that movie. Why? If you ever see 2012?
No.
I'm gonna give you how this was. Remember, they was building the ships, right? You got to go watch the movie 2012. They was building the ships. Nobody knew about the ships. Who was building the ships? It was Chinese people that was building the ships, right? Quietly, they building ships for system here, the government. So when everybody was paying a share into the ships, right? The dude was at a boxing match with his girlfriend and his kids. The dude gets a beep. He gets up. He walks out the boxing ring without nobody knowing he's leaving to go get the ship. This is what was happening. To go get on the ship. So nobody knew. So everybody else knew the flood was going to come. They knew this storm was coming. He jumps on the ship. He was going to Africa. Think about it. Like, these things are real, and they're giving people heads up on everything. They giving y'all heads up. But if you're so distracted, right? Because this is when most of your bills are being passed during these seasons. I don't know if y'all notice or not. A lot of things. I just seen Garrett Newsom out here signing an apology bill for slavery, bro. Like, you mean to tell me you giving these people, you signing a bill for apology? Look it up. I'm gonna send the article to you. And I'm sitting here like, y'all not paying attention.
I saw that.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, that I did see. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. And I'm sitting there talking about you getting mad at me. You should get mad at the politicians, B. Don't get mad at me. I didn't do. I'm just the messenger. Why get mad at Sabir? I'm just the messenger.
I just finished watching the thing that Ken Burns did on Ali. And it's to me, it's not so much the sports. It is what you don't do with the sports, with your platform. Ali is one of the greatest people that ever lived.
Yes, he was. Yep.
Because in fact, he used he used the sport as a tool for his platform.
Yes. Yes.
It wasn't just about the sport. It was about the notoriety that he got, and he was able to, and was man enough. See, that's what we don't have anymore. We don't have men enough who want to stand up and talk about the state of that we are in. They're too. You and I converse, and we talk about this all the time. There are so many cowards in this world now. I can't stand it. I mean, literally, if these athletes and entertainers were coming up in the 60s and 70s, we would still be getting off the sidewalk, tossing your hat, talking about, yes, sir, boss.
Yes, sir, boss. Yes, and this is the
crazy. They don't have any balls. I won't take.
No, it's all good. No, but it's real, brother, because Paul Robeson is another one that used his platform.
Absolutely.
Do you know how deep Paul Robeson was? Paul Robeson literally knew about 27 languages, bro. That he became a threat to these people, like literally a threat to those people. So
and that's why they took away his passport.
They took his passport from him.
They took his passport away because he was going around the world telling the truth. And the truth is, if you don't understand how the truth can really ruin things for the ruling class, you don't understand anything.
That's why Carter G. Woodson said, and I quoted Carter. You would think somebody would have added on to what I said about Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson said not long ago, if you read The Miseducation of the Negro, I believe is chapter 9. Damn, I got it in my head, bro. Chapter 9 of The Miseducation of the Negro, right, Carter? I'm gonna see if I can pull my book out real fast, so people can see this book. If you ever read this book, The Miseducation of the Negro, I think I got my beat up version. It's floating around here somewhere. Here you go. If you ever read this book, The Miseducation of the Negro, chapter 9, he said, not long ago, a measure was introduced in a certain state legislatures to have the Constitution thou printed in school history. But when the bill was about to pass, it was killed by someone who made it the point that it would never do to have the Negro study the Constitution of the United States. I said, what? That's what we should be, right? But again, these people are like threats. When I was in Spain, I was talking to Umi Yassin's mother, Mos Def's mom, and she told me what you just said. She said to me, be very careful, Sabir, because your own people will be the ones that do you in, right? She said this to me walking in Spain, right? And when you just talked about Paul Robeson, about what they did to him, they're going to try everything and they're going to use our own people. So people think I'm attacking somebody when I'm not attacking. I want you to use your brain and get some balls. That goes for men and women, right? Use that. But if they sitting back and they looking at us do what we do, we a joke to these people, bro. They ain't got nothing to do with us.
No, you are.
We a joke.
How could you not be a joke? How could the Chinese come over here and not look at you as a joke when they can come into your neighborhoods and do what they want to do?
Yes.
How could the Koreans not look at you as a joke if they can come in and make millions and millions and billions of dollars off of you?
Easy. It's very easy to do that. And because you know why? They study books like The Art of War, right? They study all these things, right? They know what to pacify our people with. I told people to read the Rex 84. Most don't even know what's the Rex 84? That's phony. No, brother, that's real. They already got it planned. They already know what to give to these people. And the weird part is, if you're a sports player, why don't you tell people that sports players, the football players, got to pay to go play in them states? They have to pay to go play in the state.
That's what I wanted. That's one thing I wanted to say. See, the athletes don't understand how powerful they really are. But they don't want. A lot of them don't want to know either. Because if you remember last year, when that kid had a heart attack on the field,
yep,
they stopped the game and they went into their locker rooms. Those owners and the networks thought that they were going to come back and finish the game. Those athletes said, "Hell no, we're done for the night." That's power.
They don't understand their power.
A network, no, we're not going to finish no friggin' game. If you can translate that, if you understand your power, then you could change. Colin Kaepernick would not be out of the league right now if these other ignorant Ramuses understood. But I mean the black ones. I'm not talking about the white ones, because white ones have their own agenda, as all of society. They have their own agenda. And why would you give up power when you don't have to give up power? I get it. I understand, because nobody voluntarily gives up power.
Nope. And that's why I tell people, man, like it has to be a balance, bro. Like, and people say, like, ain't no other female get mad at me. If it's a female on my feed that got mad at me about what I said and how I came out, let me know. Come on the feed. Nobody got this. Is the case. She's talking about we're comedians. Do she know that I know all of these comedians? I hung with many of them, from Eddie Griffin to Tommy Davidson to Cat Williams. Do she know do she know that I know these people? Do she know the conversations I have with them? I'm we joke. I can joke, but the thing is that we ain't got time for that. Karis once said this a long time ago. We ain't got no time for no joking, no games. Knowledge reigns supreme. He's trying to tell you, listen, understand, we don't have men like we used to have men, like you said, back in the day. There is no men anymore. These niggas are, I got to get that girl, bro. Got to get that bag, bro. They don't care about your money.
This just drives me insane, Sabir. When we walk around with Gucci bags and with Louis Vuitton bags and stuff, and those people look at you, it's like Kamala Harris said to you, I'm not doing anything for you. So, and these people, these Louis Vuittons and all the people say, I don't want you having my stuff. I don't make it for you. And yet you still insist on buying.
Yes, they did. They said that we didn't make this for you. We're not making this for you.
And there are people that look like you who design stuff, and you won't support them. Who design stuff that's better looking than theirs, and you won't support them. How could it goes back to what you just said? How could the Chinese not look at you as a joke? Because if I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with anything negative. But if you see one Mexican in the morning, trust and believe by 5 o'clock that afternoon, there will be 30 Mexicans.
Oh, they outside working on the roof right now, bro. Trust me. They are here 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, working on the roof right about now. Like, straight up. It's wild. Like, it's about 5 of them right now. Like, straight up on the roof working. I don't know if you can hear, but I'm like,
I don't hear him, but I absolutely totally believe you. But it's like they support each other.
Let me show you something, Mike. I'm gonna share something with you, bro. Bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna show people something. So let me share this with y'all. So they said something making, right? Do you know it's a carpet I have? This is from Morocco. Do you know this is handmade? If this was machine made and somebody sold it to you for $800, you'll spend the money on it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my name on this carpet. I'm gonna put Sabir Bey on here. This is handmade. It takes about 6 months to make this carpet, right? And I can burn it, and you notice it would never set on fire. This is handmade. You know how many families this carpet feeds in one household? They said it feeds about 6 families, 7 families, or something like that. One carpet. But if I said, yo, I got it for $400, would you pay for that? It's handmade. It's not machine made. But it is for sale, though. It is for sale. But that's from Morocco. But the crazy part is, we add value to things. I remember Timberlands came out. Timberland boots was like $40, I think it was. We made Timberlands famous, bro. We made them joints famous. New York, Philly, and Jersey, bro. Timberlands. We made them things famous. They, like you said, they were not for us. They told you it wasn't for us, but we made them famous. We made Adidas famous. Famous. We made all these things famous. But if the crazy part is, I went back to Philly, no lie. I went to Philly not too long ago, and the Eagles was playing the Falcons, I think it was. And when I went back to Philly, the wildest thing ever, I couldn't even get a hotel room when I went back home. The hotels was $500 or $600. It was the opening of the Eagles game, right? I'm in, and the dude telling me, somebody said $30. $30 for what? Yeah, they were $30. See, somebody said Timberlands were $30. I told y'all it's around about that price, right? Y'all think I'm playing. So Timberlands about $200 or $100 and something now, right? So when I go home, it was random. I just happened to go home. Bam. I'm trying to get a hotel. Every hotel was $500, bro. I swear to God. I was like, damn, how I'm gonna do this, fam? So I'm out of luck. But they told me that the opening was there. So I'm looking at everybody with these jerseys on, and everybody talking about the white man, and the white man, like she started to say the white man's coffee. No, coffee comes from Ethiopia, and it's also Arabic. For the record, that's what I wanted to say to her. It's Arabic. We invented it, and I'm gonna tell you the story behind coffee in a minute. So while I'm there, I'm looking at everybody with these jerseys on. Mind you, Mike, the jersey's about $200, I think. Ain't no way in hell that I'm spending $200 for a motherfucking jersey that ain't mine, the player that the owner himself don't even wear. The owner himself don't even wear a jersey, but the jerseys are like $2, $3, and if you get an authentic one, they about $300 or $400. So I'm messing with people. I said, dude, how much was your shirt? They telling me how much it was. He said, yeah, I got the real one, brother. Hold up, I got the tag on it. It's authentic. I said, nigga, it ain't no different than this shirt I got on right here, right? I said, is it bulletproof? You should have seen him look at me like this. I said, is it bulletproof? Could that stop a bullet or a knife? Swear to God, right? And people make up excuses for this, but I'm like, then when they won the game, I'm going back into the hotel. As I'm going in the hotel, these niggas ain't fighting, arguing about who won the game. I think the Falcons won, I believe, at that time. Y'all sports people, y'all should know. So as I'm sitting there, I'm across the dude in a hotel, right? And I'm sitting there reading the USA Today paper, right? And it was a brother that's from Atlanta looking at me as if I was supposed to join the conversation about sports. Because I was going to be like, you do know what's happening, right? In Philadelphia. I said, you do know Trump just was here and talk about Philadelphia has a cloud over it. He said Philly is a dark place. That's what Trump said. It's a dark place. It is a dark place. So let's have that conversation because it is a dark place. Why Philadelphia is a dark place? Because Philadelphia is the birthplace of the United States. And we don't even know that. Philadelphia is the birthplace of the United States. Why do you think they have Coming to America there? Welcome America in Philadelphia. Because it's the birthplace, but we don't know these things. And we got these people that's distracted on stupid stuff. As I'm sitting in the lobby, and he keep looking at me as if I'm going to have a conversation about that. No, brother, I'm not taking sides with none of that. I want to ask you why you spent $300 for a shirt. That's no different than this shirt I got on. How many people can you feed with that?
I totally agree with you. And I'm not going to put myself above anybody else because I have to have entertainment also.
Yes, no doubt.
I have to take my mind off of shit. And I watch football. I stopped watching the NFL 6 years ago. I haven't watched the NFL in 6 years because everybody knows why. But I will watch college football. I need that to get my mind off the shit that is killing us. I just need my mind. And so I understand. But I'm not going to sit there and argue after the game is over.
That's what they did.
2 hours, 3 hours a week. I'm not worried about who made the best play. This shit, the stuff about who's the best basketball player, who's the GOAT. It's like, this is... I can't, after 2 minutes of it, it's like, okay, I've had enough of that. Now can we get on to how much I got to pay for this fucking hamburger?
Exactly. But, and it's, let me make this clear. It's nothing wrong with it, B. Listen, I'm not saying you shouldn't be because I go to every hip hop show there is, right? If it's a real hip hop show, I'll go. I like that, right? But, I was thinking about this morning with my son, right? And a lot of people don't know, this morning I woke up. I swear I woke up this morning and I'm thinking about my son that got killed. And I do things to cope. I don't do drugs. I don't get high. I don't do none of these things, right? You know how people use things to
right, to cope. That's
cope, right?
You said the right word, cope.
I don't do that, bro. I woke up and I damn near wanted to cry. And my son was killed in 2020. Let's think about this. I'm still groping with that, right? And I'm like, I'm asking myself this question, right? Why? Swear I'm talking to myself. Like my daughter's laying right next to me. I'm like, why? I keep saying to myself, why? I said, why did you leave me? You know what my son told me when I went to Philly when he was in the hospital last time, he said, "Don't ever leave me again." And I said, "I would never leave you." This is the conversation I'm having. I'm telling you right now, Carthon, this is how it was this morning. And I'm talking to myself while my daughter's asleep. And I'm keep looking at my daughter. And I'm sitting here saying, "But you left me." That's what I said. Do you know what that shit do to you, bro? Like, I'm literally in my head, like, and I don't do no drugs, no nothing. I come on here and give y'all raw shit. This is me waking up, and I'm sitting here. And if you ever witness or lost a child, and I'm choking up now, because to go see my son when he got killed, that shit was hurt. And it made me angry at black people, how fucking stupid we really are to this day. And we make up excuses. Nigga, I don't listen, fam, it's real things that's going on out here. Real things. These kids, that's all we are pushing our children to do is play sports. Nothing about our brain. Where's the spelling bees back? Well, why don't you do it, Spirit? Give me the money and I'll make a spelling bee. I'll do a spelling. I just talked to my brother Hawthorne James while doing a podcast. Didn't I tell you that yesterday, brother Hawthorne? Yeah. I said this to him. I said, let's do a podcast. We could talk about the industry. We could talk about these things, but how many people will put money up to make that happen? I'm trying to say, look, we can do a tour together. Let's bring the money in. How many people would want to come to know about our industry? And this is not a petty and a small dude. Hawthorne J, if you look his resume up, trust me when I tell you, he's not a mediocre dude, B. Trust me. And whether he knows it or not, he taught me so much without even telling me. He taught me things that y'all probably would never even witness in your life. And he didn't have to tell me. Just us having a conversation, I'm learning from him. Just for our conversation. And that's the problem with our people. You're quick to jump and say, well, Sabir, you came off wrong. I didn't come off wrong. I'm from South Philadelphia. Let's make that very clear. And we have a different attitude in Philadelphia. Straight up. I'm from South Philly, B. And our attitudes are something totally different. If you felt offended because the way I came, that's your problem. That's not Sabir's problem. I see what's going on. And it had nothing to do with nobody being young or whatever. I can sit with my daughter. My daughter understand what is happening. And they see it. While we want to pacify things, you should come. You can't tell me how to deliver something. I don't call people tethers, coons, mother effers. You don't know anything. I say, come on the feet and let's talk about it. But when you have grown men that can't mix the sports into the whole history part, that's what he was talking about. Where are the men like Muhammad Ali that stood up and said, yo, this is what it is? Where are those dudes at? Where are them cats at? But you tell me about how much money you making for somebody. That's crazy, man. How much money you making for somebody and you being that boy? What's the boy named? The young boy that was 21 that passed out last week. A young boy was playing football, passed out. I think he was from I forgot what team he was from, and he passed out. They don't care how young you are, B. They replace you in a heartbeat. You can't replace Sabir Baby. That's not going to happen.
I read something on Facebook. Facebook is fascinating to me because you can get so much information. But I did see something that said, I can't remember exactly. It was so good. It said something about why are you worrying about the job when before your obituary is made, the job will be
filled. It'll be filled because they don't care how many people. It would be filled.
You're just a cog in the wheel. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that it doesn't feel like your son is gone for 4 years.
Ain't that crazy?
It feels like a year.
It don't.
At the most.
It don't. It feel like it's been a year, brother. But honestly, every day I look at his ashes. Every day I think about this, bro. Every day you would think somebody say, yo, bro, let's talk about this for a second. And people say, oh, yeah, you smile a lot, Sabir. Yeah, I do, but I'm hurting on the inside, bro. Believe me, I have honestly, and I don't want to say anger, bro. I have so much fucking anger in me. And this is why this comes out this way sometimes, because I do.
And it's so frustrating that people don't understand. Why are we doing this? What is the purpose of it? And sometimes I sit back and I think to myself, I say, why am I even talking about this anymore?
Thank you.
Because does anybody get it?
Nope. Every day I say this. Every day I'm on this feed and I say this every day. Do anybody get what I'm saying? You can pick out the negative, but you can't understand what I'm going through instead of talking to me to find out what I went through. You don't get it. Every day I get up here, bro, and I think about it. I be like, why am I doing this?
But that's the difference between people who really, really care and people who really don't. It's the fact that they will trudge through all the negativity and come out the other side.
No doubt.
And I have said this to you before. And I have to, and I'm not just saying it to you, I'm saying it to myself also. I'm saying it out loud to you, but at the same time, I'm hearing myself say it. We got to keep going.
Yep.
Because if you don't do it, who will?
Exactly. Who will? And it is hard, bro. Like, I'm sitting up here like, and out of all the trauma I've been through, being shot up, and I'm like going through this, and I'm like, yo, man, I still got bullets in me. My body ache too. Like, goddamn, like I wake up every day. I be trying my damnedest to go work out, like, you know, but it's hard because everything with my son is hitting me, bro. It's like, I ain't gonna lie, Hawthorne, every single day I think about him. Every day. And a dumb person would say, well, what was he doing? You ain't got to do nothing this day and time. Somebody can get killed just for jealousy and envy and hate. And this is how our people are. And they create the climate. Malcolm X used to talk about the hate produced the climate. Who's creating the climate? Who's creating this climate? Just think about it. This is why I see things and I test people and I say things to people and people think that I'm gonna test you to see, because what they do to you, they test you every single day. They test our people, bro, every day to see if you're one of the weak ones.
Every single second.
Every second
day, every single
of the
second,
minute. They
every
test
millisecond
you.
You're being tested.
So you have to stay.
You go back to what I did with Abandoned Act. I didn't know you that well back then. We had conversations, etc. But I really didn't know you. But I listened to you, and when I got the script, I said to myself, I said, this is the same old stuff that, you know, whether it be the Quran or whether it be the Bible. Some guy gets in prison and he has time on his hands, and somebody shoves a Bible or Quran into his hands, and he changes his life. Well, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do something further than that. And I had listened to you, and I said, you talk about all this, all these other things with the history of who we are. Let's bring in. I wanted to do the history. It's not our history started way before the Quran. Our history started way before the Bible. It's not; those are not the beginnings of who we are. We started way thousands and thousands of years back. So I wanted to bring in that history. That's why I asked you to do it. And then who else? Who better to talk about it than somebody who is talking about it every day? Which is why I said you know, I convinced her to put you in there, and but you know, she was a little scared because once again, here we go back with we have to worry about pleasing Massa.
Yep.
I don't give a shit about pleasing Massa. And I put my money where my mouth is. And people that know have heard me speak, I've lost millions of dollars because, you know, and I'm not saying I'm not Malcolm X, I'm not Martin Garvey, I'm not King, I'm not none of that. I'm just doing my little part.
That's it.
And we only get, if you're lucky, you get 80 years on this planet. And if you think about 80 years, you don't even think about blinking your eye. That's how fast it is.
Oh, you ain't trying to tell me. That's why you see how fast it happened with my son, right? Like, I'm sitting here like it's been since 2020, bro. And if I can really put this together with a bright mind like Hawthorne, and I got my brother Amadeus Christ, I got my brother Malcolm in Vegas. Imagine if we had the finance, what we can do. So when Hawthorne called me for this movie, I'm sitting here like, yo, let's do this thing. Let's do it. I'm with it, you know. But the thing is that how do you mix the two together? And this is the thing. The sister didn't know me. She don't know me. She should get to know me to come to the feeds, and she can sit and know who I am and how I move, because I have an experience in a life that I've, you know, walked through, and I have, you know, it's real, man. And this is why I love what Hawthorne called me about this. This movie was so dope that a sister called me. I told you the story. And she said, that's everybody's life. That's every young person's life that I do know. But the sister who wrote the story, Molly, she experienced that. All I did is add the 2 cents in about the history. That's it.
Yeah, but she cut a lot of it out because of the fact that she was worried.
Yeah, she cut a lot out to this movie, y'all, too, for the record.
Because she was too worried about what Master's going to be thinking. That's what we have to get over. That's what I keep telling people. We have to stop worrying about what they're going to think and what they're going to do. I mean, psychologically, we are so wounded. It's amazing. Because we know the stories of Tulsa. Every time we try and build something, they kill it. Well, I'm sorry, but we got to build it again. And we have to keep building it until we're strong enough to be able to get a tank and protect it.
Exactly. But you gotta be willing to sacrifice. Carter G. Woodson said this too, brother. Listen, he said that if the nigga will forget most of the untried theories taught to him in school, if he could see through the propaganda that was instilled into his mind under the pretense of education, right, and sacrifice for their upliftment. Carter G. Woodson said that in his book, but nobody knows that because you didn't read the book. If you read Carter G. Woodson's book, he's trying to tell you something. That's what he was building on. Carter G. Woodson started Negro Week, bro. He didn't start Black History Month. But for some reason, people want to keep using that and keeping that cloud over our heads. This is crazy, fam. And I'm the crazy one. Somebody said, indeed, PTSD. I should have PTSD. Shoot. You know me talking?
Every kid in Chicago has PTSD.
Yo, man, shit, yeah. If you seen guns in your face, you damn right.
If you're walking down the street and you see
a dead body, bro. Like, think about it. Think about it.
Every kid in Chicago needs to be under a psychiatrist's care. But nobody thinks about that.
Nope.
They don't care about you.
Nope.
It's the same thing. That's $750. If you go back to that, $750.
That's a disrespect, bro.
And yet you're sending billions and billions of dollars so that you can have Palestinian children killed every day. But your own citizens, you like 700. Where the hell did the number 750 come from?
I don't even know, bro. I'm trying to figure it out. That's why I was shocked that Mike didn't even know about that. How could you can't like
who came up with that number?
Who came up with the number 750, man? Like
1150.
Hold up. I mean, know where they got it from? They probably watching. They probably got it from. It's all about the Benjamins. 750. Remember Mike Epps? 750. So somebody said this. You know, Kamala, you can probably tell them $750. You ever see the movie? Like, y'all don't understand what PR is, right? Somebody said that to her because she don't read her stuff. Like, she wrote. Somebody writes for them. So it's not something that she came out. Somebody said, hey, tell them this right here. They make them feel. Oh, let me tell you about this, though. Let me tell you about this, in case y'all didn't know. Do you know it's a loan, too? You do know that, right? It's a loan.
That's what I read today.
It's a loan.
That and you have to apply for it, and a lot of people are being turned down.
What? Really?
That's what I read. Now, whether that's true or not, that's something that I just read this morning.
Wow. So check this out. I'm gonna share something with you, right? So they said it's a loan, right? It's a loan. So if you took the $750, right, and you didn't pay that loan back, what happens after that?
They can come and get it.
They can come take your property for $750.
Yeah.
That's what I meant about the due process, but you would think they would have spent more time on me explaining the due process part, right? So if you borrowed $750 from them, like, okay, here, they can come take your property for $750. But wait a minute. But if Sabir Bey comes and says, let's study contracts, you think I'm crazy. Let's study the contract laws. But I'm crazy though, right? I'm crazy. So the $750 and your house costs what? I don't know how much the houses are down there. Let's say 100 and something thousand. You just got rid of your house for $750. Yo, This is why I said to him, he was trying to make it a joke. There's no difference between a northern dog and a southern dog. Malcolm already told y'all that. They both dogs and they both got teeth and they both bite. But we don't understand contracts. And this is what is happening with these athletes. This is what is happening with these entertainers. They're getting these people because most of the contracts you're reading is probably thick as this. And you never read through none of them. Oh, I can get it. Dave Chappelle told you. Remember that skit that Dave Chappelle said? You remember that Dave Chappelle talked about the contracts on Hawthorne?
No, I don't.
Oh, you didn't hear that part? Oh, let me see if I can pull it up.
I don't remember it.
Oh, let me let you hear what Dave Chappelle said. Hold up. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hold up. I'm gonna watch this. He spoke about it on contracts. Here you go. I'm gonna let you hear it. Now listen to what he said. This is wild as hell.
Started doing stand-up comedy when I was 14. I'll never forget the first time I was on stage. The guy that introduced me was a guy named J.T. Newton. I'm 47. I can close my eyes and remember the introduction like it was yesterday. It went like this. Ladies and gentlemen, this next young man coming to the stage is starting his comedy career tonight. Who knows? We may be witnessing the birth of a star. Please welcome David Chappell.
Listen to this, Hart. This is funny, bro.
From the first time that I ever held a microphone, I was sure this was it. I knew I was home. I knew I had found my thing. And my God, man, I was a child. I got good. Matter of fact, I was good from the moment I started. And I'm not saying this to be a braggart. I'm telling you the truth. These old niggas was in awe of me. How is this little boy so poised? They used to say. I was. I mean, I got better, but it started out good. About a year into it, when I was 15 years old, I had written a joke during the AIDS epidemic about having a Goodyear condom. Something, I don't even remember the joke. Something about an industrial strength condom by Goodyear. I just remember all the comedians really liked that joke. And there was an older comedian. And he came to me one night after the show, after he saw the joke, and he said, listen, I got an audition at another comedy club, and I was wondering, do you mind if I do that joke? I just want to borrow it. Now, I'm a kid. I don't know any better. I'm like, borrow it? Well, I guess, sure, if it'll help your career. I let him do the joke. And then weeks later, I was waiting to go on at a comedy club, and he went on before me, and he did the joke. And after the show, I pulled him aside, and I said, hey, man, I don't mind you borrowing my jokes, but you got to give them back. He said, oh, I forgot to ask you. He goes, let me buy that joke from you for $50. And I said, man, I'd do it, but I'm just starting out. I need all the material I can get. The idea being that the more material I can accumulate, the faster I'll be able to make money for my work. I said, I can't do it. I want my joke back. I'll never forget this. Remember, I was a 15-year-old child. This guy was a grown-ass man. He stood up over me so I could see how big he was. And he said to me, really? I can just take it. And he did. I got scared because I was a child. But I never forgot that. I never forgot that. I was 15 years old. I'm 47 now. I think about this guy all the time. When I look at my own kids and I see how young and innocent they are, I can't believe someone did that to me. And I don't think about it every day because that was the worst thing that happened to me. I think about it every day because that was the first time that someone ever did that to me. But in my career, it has happened many, many times since. where someone would intimidate me or scare me and take something that I believe was mine.
Listen to this, man.
I'll tell you another story.
Here it comes. Watch what he gonna tell you.
Now I'm 18 years old. I'm living in New York City, and I just finished my first road tour, which was a very difficult tour. I'll spare you the details. Now I'm back in New York, but my rent is paid, thank God. And I have $60 to my name, and a woman that I had met in Pittsburgh, a bad Dominican bitch.
So imagine the conversation I had with Dave
Was coming to
Chappelle.
New York. She was going to spend the weekend with me. I couldn't wait for her to get there. She was coming that evening. Remember, I only had $60 for a whole weekend to entertain a bad bitch. Now I'm walking through Greenwich Village, and I see something I've never seen before. 3-card Monte. You know what that is? Yeah, the guy had the whole thing. The table was set up, and he had the 3 cards, and the crowd was hooting and hollering, and he was like, find the red card, find the red card. And people were playing. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose, but it was really exciting, and I'm standing there watching it, and I noticed while I'm watching them play this game that the red card, the one you're trying to find, had just a little bend on the corner. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, yo, this guy doesn't seem to know that red card is bent. I'm going to beat this motherfucker. And I walked up to the table, and I said, let me play a hand. And I put my last $60 on that table, and he starts to shuffle and find the red card, find the red card. And I kept watching that bent card go around the table, make sure I kept my eyes on that bent card. And when he stopped shuffling, and he said, find the red card, I pointed to it with confidence. Here it is right here. And he flipped it over, and it was black. And he took my money. I couldn't fucking believe that. How did this nigga do that? Was that magic or sorcery? I was confused. So you know what I did? I sat there.
Now listen to this.
And I watched them.
I'm watching these people
for a real long time play the game. And I realized that all those people who was doing all that hooting and hollering and betting, my God, they were his friends. They were in on the whole thing.
It's the game.
I felt so wronged. I felt so stupid. And then the next sucker came up to the table and was about to put his money down. And I said, fuck that, man. Don't put your money there. All these niggas is in on it.
That's how she felt.
It's a trick. And when I said that, the guy that was dealing, and this motherfucker was huge, snatched me up by my collar. Feel how strong he was when he grabbed me. I was a skinny little guy. And he was going to maul me. The only reason he didn't, I'm sure, is because he saw the fear in my face. And that fear, he looked at me. I saw his eyes go from hard to soft. He softened. Then he looked at me like the way a father would look at a child. And he said to me, young man, don't ever come between a man and his meal. I never forgot that either. Most niggas would have to run the streets for years to learn a lesson that profound. It took me 2 seconds. Never get between somebody and their paper. Taking a man's livelihood away from him is akin to killing him. Do you know why Prince,
here go,
the famous rock star that was a friend of mine, do you know why he called himself the artist when he came back? He calls himself the artist because that's what they call us in our contracts. Oh, these contracts are crazy.
What I just tell you about the contracts, bro.
You should hear the terminology they say in these contracts. To use your name and likeness in perpetuity throughout the universe. Who the fuck could possibly know what that means? Nobody does. It's so complicated, in fact, that when you're a kid like me, you have to hire somebody to tell you what that means. And you sit down at a table and you do the contract game. And that's how I got with Comedy Central. I signed the contract, but I signed the contract the way that a 28-year-old expectant father that was broke signs a contract. I was desperate. I needed a way out, and it wasn't good money, and it wasn't good circumstances, but what else am I gonna do, I said. And all these white people sitting at that table told me, trust us, Dave, it's a good contract. And I looked around the table, and they all seemed to agree it was a good contract. But what if it was like that game of 3-Card Monte? What if they were all friends and I didn't know it? And the bag of money was Iceberg's money in the first place. What was I talking about? What was I trying to tell you? Last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, I called Lauren Michaels and I tell him, okay, I'll do it. I'll do Saturday Night Live on election night. And the day I made that phone call, the day I committed to it, it gets announced that Netflix is streaming Chappelle's show. Not just Netflix, HBO Max is streaming it too. Let me tell you another story about HBO. No, hear me out. Did you know, before Chappelle's show was at Comedy Central, I pitched that show to HBO. I told them what I wanted to do. Now, these are executives. All they have to do is say, yeah, we'll take it, or no, thank you, we won't. But they didn't say either of those things. They went too far. They said, literally, what do we need you for?
Listen.
That's what they told me, as they kicked me out of the office. What do we need you for? And here we are, all these years later, and they're streaming the very show that I was pitching to them. So I'm asking them, what do you need me for?
Full contract.
People think I made a lot of money for Chappelle's show. When I left that show, I never got paid. They didn't have to pay me because I signed the contract. But is that right? I found out that these people were streaming my work and they never had to ask me or they never had to tell me. Perfectly legal because I signed the contract. But is that right? I didn't think so either. That's why I like working for Netflix. I like working for Netflix because when all those bad things happened to me, that company didn't even exist. And when I found out they were streaming Chappelle's show, I was furious. How could they not know? So you know what I did? I called them and I told them that this makes me feel bad. And do you want to know what they did? They agreed that they would take it off their platform just so I could feel better. That's why I fuck with Netflix, because they paid me my money, they do what they say they're gonna do, and they went above and beyond what you could expect from a businessman. They did something just because they thought that I might think that they were wrong. And I do. I think if you are fucking streaming that show, you're fencing stolen goods. They stole that from me. They just took it. And I'm not up here trying to tell you guys that I believe that Comedy Central gave me a raw deal just because I'm black. I believe that they gave me a raw deal because this fucking industry is a monster. It's the same monster that these Me Too bitches was trying to tell you about. But they hate the monster for how it fucks. And I hate that monster for how it eats. But my God, man, it's the same monster. When I quit the show, all my friends would say, well, fuck them, Dave. Why don't you just do Chappelle's show at another network? Yeah.
Here we go.
And why doesn't a slave run from one plantation to another plantation? Because the master over there might be nicer. My God, man, I was trapped. You know what? Tell you the truth. I've even thought about coming back and doing another Chappelle show.
Listen to this part.
Well, but if I do, I can't call it Chappelle Show because my name and likeness is being used by them in perpetuity throughout the universe. It's in the contract.
So my boy Hawthorne, did you hear what he just said? People thought it was a joke. So we don't even know about contracts. But I'm the wrong one though, right? Everybody wants to get into the industry. Do you know how much money I walked away from? Because I would read the contracts and I'd be like, no, brother, I know what my worth is. But yet I'm over here trying to help people read contracts and study contracts. I'm trying to tell you how to read contracts and study contracts. So imagine a conversation I had with Dave Chappelle about 2 or 3 times. I used to have a conversation with Dave Chappelle, right? So you can't be around Yasin Bey, Mos Def, or any of these people and not know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that have these conversations. And that's what I feel with people, Hawthorne. They feel as if I'm taking something from them, but I'm trying to show you the contracts, what you signed. Prince lost his name, his original motherfucking name, bruh. Like, how do you do that? You don't own anything. I own Sabir Bey. Nobody owns Sabir Bey. See how that works? So it's a little harder to try to get this information out because no one owns Sabir. Damn. It's real, man. So I wouldn't get into more details about Dave Chappelle. He shared a lot with me also. So y'all don't see it. Y'all see the finishing part. Hawthorne is a veteran actor. This brother on the phone, veteran actor. And he can probably tell you about the contracts that came across his table. But when you hungry and you need it, you can't depend on the people. So now you're going to go to them. So now they own everything that you have. This is what was going on. You know the crazy part? I was reading and listening to something that Paul McCartney did. Michael was a genius, bro. Mike was a motherfucking genius. Michael Jackson, that is. You know how Paul McCartney was so pissed off that Michael bought his whole catalog. The Beatles. Just think about this. Mike wasn't no joke. And you know what Michael said at the end of the day, Hawthorne? When he asked him, because Paul McCartney showed Michael how to do it. Buy somebody's catalog, right? And Paul McCartney thought Michael was going to give it back. You know what Michael said? It's business. He said, no, I'm not going to sell it back to you. It's business, my G. But the key is to catch the contracts before you get into the contracts. And I was telling people, how many people want me to do classes on this? Let's get it popping. I did one already. I did classes on contracts. I tell people this all the time. Hawthorne, the oldest law library is in Philadelphia. The oldest law library is in America. And we could have all met up in a law library in Philadelphia. The oldest law library is in Philadelphia. It's called Jenkins. I've been to every law library, Hawthorne. I went to Harrison Law Library where the Magna Carta's at. I went to Thurgood Marshall one. I went to City Hall. I went to Austin, San Antonio, you name it. I went to Canada's Law Library. I can move my way around every law library, but people get mad at you and say, well, where you coming, Sabir? No, I just have a Philly attitude. And now we can't pacify our people. Malcolm X said this, bro. If you hit a nigga with Novocaine, they will submit peacefully. I don't want to hit you with the Novocaine. So just sit back and listen sometimes. And this is all I'm doing to people. So she took that one part, that sister on Michael Coylar show, that one part. Well, the way you came off, I didn't like the way you came off. That's okay. You ain't supposed to like the way I came off. It wasn't to make you comfortable. It's not to make you comfortable. It's to make you uncomfortable. And the problem with our people, Mike, is that we're too comfortable. That's the key. The federal prison don't let you get comfortable. The federal prison move you from place to place, I think, every 3 to 4 to 5 months. They don't let you get comfortable. The problem is with our people that we're very comfortable. So when something hits, or something new come, you're against something. No, I'm not against. I don't even teach hate.
Well, you saw what happened in the Shawshank Redemption when they let him get too comfortable. He was gone.
He was gone. I ain't even. I forgot all about that movie, bro. I haven't. Maybe I need to go back and watch that movie again.
It's a movie that I watch a lot. There are certain movies that I do have a tendency to watch over and over, and that happens to be one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to watch that movie again.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that I can watch and see something all the time.
Wow.
But me. I guess I'm kind of different because lately I've been watching a lot of the show that was produced in 2008 in that era. What was, I can't remember the name of the show, but they go into the prisons and they interview prisoners.
Prisoners? You're not talking about Scared Straight.
Not Scared. No, not Scared Straight. No, this is where they actually go in and they spend 2 weeks in the prison, like Corcoran or wherever it is, and they interview certain people. And they talk about their experiences in jail. It's called Lockup, I think it's called.
Oh, Lockup. Hey, Hawthorne, listen. You know what's funny? I got stories, bro. Like, we could do a whole lot of movies. I was in Holmesburg's prison. Do anybody know what Holmesburg's prison at? Anybody know? Okay, so let me tell you about Holmesburg's prison. Holmesburg prison is on State Road. Okay, so it's a prison. When you go into this particular prison, it's called this shit like, I swear to God, you hear the doors go bloom, like cloom, like these big doors, right? When you're going in, and they'll say, "Welcome to the Terror Dome." Fucking nigga. I was in there. Remember the movie Up Close and Personal? Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
And what is his name? Robert Redford. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you go back to that movie, Up Close and Personal with Robert Redford and Michelle Pfeiffer, I was in jail at that time. Y'all can Google it and find out. I was locked up at that time, and I was locked up for contempt of court. That's what I was in there for. So I'm in there while they're filming in the prison, like literally, like when I tell you, your cell would leak, like it'd be leaks in the cell, and rain. If it rained outside, it would leak, and we would put like towels on our floor as our carpet, right? So I remember, and you don't leave off the block. Like, it's a dome. It's called Holmesburg Prison. Look it up. I think they shut it down now, and they opened CFCF. I was in there too. I was in there for 23 hours in a cell, 1 hour out. I swear to God, this is how it was. You on a pod. They call them pods, right? 23 hours locked in a cell, 1 hour out. So when you have a bad cell in the car, right, it doesn't function. They deal with science, bro. Like, think about it. You in a cell the whole time, and the only time you come out is for chow or sit your ass in front of watching sports, right? I never use the phone. So when you're sitting in the cell, right, it weakens you, it drains you, and you only get 1 day out to go out. Either you want to go outside or you sit in the, in the dome and watch sports, right? But in Holmesburg prison, I was there when they was making that movie Up Close and Personal. And the wild part was, like, I remember this dude, he might be dead now. He was an older dude. He played this game. He was like, let me show you how crazy these cats are, these inmates are. He set up here a Newport cigarettes. And now the things that was in the jails was Little Debbie's. That was the famous thing, Little Debbie's. So he would sit Little Debbie's, never forget he had honey buns and pack of Newport cigarettes. He said, let me show you how crazy these inmates are. He said, which one of them do you think they will pick up? Which one you think they would pick up, the honey buns or the cigarettes? Now, he played this game. Now, he would do this with me because the blocks, there were tables on the blocks. And he set them on the table. So he said, if I left this here, which one you think they will pick up? Which one you think they would pick up?
For me, it'd probably be cigarettes.
Why?
Because I was at one point I was a smoker, and I as much as I love sweet stuff, I love smoking more than anything.
Okay, so you wouldn't want to eat then, but you'll sell the cigarettes, right?
I used to be able to go 2-3 days without even thinking about eating. but I'd walk a mile for a pack of cigarettes.
Right now, let's think about what he just did. Like he's sitting there telling me this, right? Like I never smoked, but there's a movie, right, called Mindhunter with LL Cool J in it. Go look up this movie called Mindhunter. And I'm saying this to y'all so y'all can understand where my brain is at.
I think I've seen that movie.
You seen that movie, right? So mostly people are very, very predictable. This is why I can say something and she fell for it. Like when I was on Mike's show, I said it for a reason, bro, to get a reaction. You don't get it? I said that for the reaction of her or whoever it was, just to draw the conversation, right? If we had more time, but I would explain more to her. There's a movie called Mindhunter with LL Cool J in it. LL Cool J was a Philadelphia police officer that was dropped off on an island, right? An island with FBI agents. The FBI has this thing called profiling. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but y'all should do your research since y'all like to do research, right? It's called profiling. So they can come in the room, like I can come in the room and profile the hell out of somebody, but you would never know I'm profiling you. I would know you. I know your reactions. I know you're going to be the one that's going to say something. I know you're going to be straight out. I swear to God, Arthur, I shouldn't be saying this, but I do people like this all the time. And I may say one thing for your reaction and you'll fall for it, right? Or I could say, I know you're going to say this. So the whole movie was based around, it's called Mindhunter, not Mind Control. It's called Mindhunter with LL Cool J. Christian Slater was the leader. Most people like to be leaders. He was the first person that got killed that came in the door. One dude liked to play with guns. His gun backfired on him. The girl liked cigarettes. They laced her cigarettes with arsenic because they knew a pack of cigarettes fell down in a machine. She was trying to get away from cigarettes. Addiction. Your addiction, like sex, whatever, right? So the cigarettes fall out the machine. She goes and lights up the cigarette. And the cigarette had arsenic in it, and it killed her. Look at this here. I swear, it's crazy, boy. When you really see people, like if I didn't care about people, I wouldn't be telling y'all this, but I did that purposely. If she just went off, are you talking about sports and da 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 da? Nah, big. I'm not against sports. I just said we focus too much energy on sports, but it's because the things that is happening in this world, and they don't take a day off, family. They don't take a day off. They are around the clock. Bob Marley said this. The people who's trying to make this world worse don't take a day off, so why should I? That's what Bob said. Go listen to Bob Marley. When Bob Marley got shot, 24/7.
And that's what I say that all the time. I say every time you turn your TV on, every time you read a book, every time you get a magazine, you're being programmed.
Yes.
Every time. It never stops. But I started to say about what I was been watching lately is because I've never been in the joint as in the joint. We used to do plays, and we would go into California prisons and do those plays in the prison. And we had to once we got locked up because we couldn't. They wouldn't let us out. We were there for so long that we actually had to stay overnight. But we were in a whole different part of the prison. But you can hear that noise all night long.
Just imagine hearing that noise all night long, bro. It drives you crazy.
You hear that noise, and I'm in a different part. I'm not even in the prison part. I'm in the visitor part.
Yeah.
But you hear it. And so lately I've been watching these shows like Locked Up because of the fact that I'm trying to figure out why these guys, some of them, they're just what's the word? Insane. If you want to use the word, and some of them you can't help some of them, but there are others who keep doing the same thing over and over. And I'm trying to figure out why would you keep coming back to this place that is so insane? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Human nature.
Yeah,
that's
but
why I'm watching this stuff.
You know the wild part is what they told me. Somebody said, did they predict her to pick up the cigarettes? Yes, they did. It's called profile. I keep trying to tell y'all don't understand what profiling is. You are predictable. This is why I could put the football game on a Sunday where you're supposed to be resting, right? No rest. And then the next day you got to wake up and go to work. They do this purposely to lull you to sleep. That's the Novocaine. So they predict, they know you. They don't stop. So the reason why people go back and forth, brother, let me tell you this. When I left there, I swear, when I left that prison, right? I remember I used to sit with the Muslims, the Christians. I swear to God, this was they didn't understand me, bro. And I remember I was leaving. I used to sit with the guards and educate the guards, right? They was asking me for my number when I left that mug. I swear to God, right? So this is like in 98, 99, around that time frame, right? And I remember leaving. But one of the dudes said, "Okay, I see you next time." I said, "Nigga, you ain't gonna see me in this motherfucker again." that's the favorite word of the guards. They say, "Yo, I see you next time." No, nigga, you ain't gonna see me back in here. But if you put me in a cage, right, knowing what I know, everybody that will come to my cage, I'm gonna educate, because I don't sit and watch sports like that. That was my point. I'm gonna educate everybody in this mug about their rights because it's in my mental Rolodex. That's what I was doing. The only person I was calling, my son Amir was probably 3 at the time. I think he was 3. And my son, I used to call him and my mom. They're the only 2 people I would call. Period. I would call nobody else, no joyful times, and yo, bring me this. No, brother. I was like, because I was supposed to 6 months, 28 days for contempt of court. That's what it was. Because I was challenging the jurisdiction of the court. That's why I was in there, Hawthorne. For anybody that want to know why, because I got into this, right? And I would challenge the court. And I swear, bro, when they was taking me out in the mug, nigga, I'm like, y'all don't have jurisdiction. Y'all don't have jurisdiction. I swear to God, knowing that they had the army, right? But I was doing it. I used myself, and I wasn't afraid, because everything that happens to you is for a reason. Allah is the best of planners. So maybe I had to go in there for that reason. Are you follow me? For that period, I only did 3 months inside there. I supposed to did 6 months and 28 days. But I did 3.5 months, I believe it was, inside there. So you can't question God. I question man, because Allah going to guide you where you need to go at. That's how I roll, bro. And I'm like, when I left that joint, it was, and I ain't been back there since. Everybody has a purpose in life. You just got to know your purpose, bro. And you have to understand this game. I don't wake up every day so, nigga, I want to go to jail. Nigga, I got children. I'll be like, I'm chilling. What the hell I'm going to jail for these black people for? Nigga, they don't care about me. You know what I mean? But that's how it was at the time. So when I came back, Hawthorne, what I started doing is putting out articles, right? I was doing news articles, bro, straight up. I was putting like articles out to educate people coming out my pocket. Literally, nobody was giving me money. Nobody. Right? So let me show you something. I'm going to show y'all something on this feed, what I used to pull out to people. These are news articles I used to hear right here. This is in 2003. And I showed you the other one yesterday. We, the people, have the means to correct public servants. Each of us has the absolute right to defend life, liberty, and property. This is in 2003. That's 2003, bro, when I was doing this. And it was a copy claim, not a copyright. So I was teaching people all this stuff back then. So I told you I was locked up around 98, 99. So this is in 2003. So what I did, I took all of that energy, bro. And if you notice, there's a couple of pages of this. I do a series on this. There was issues of all of this. And I was correcting all that was happening out here. So everybody has a purpose on why they're going through what they're going through. Even me losing my son is a reason why. My son is helping me on the other side. When someone leaves on this side, you have help on the other side. I have my mother there, I have my father there, and I have my son there, and I have my brother there. So everybody has a purpose. And this is what people, you can't fear death, B. Like Hawthorne said, well, we got 80 years, brother, probably 90. That's it. You don't even supposed to live that long, bro. Because if you want to talk about Egypt, they was dying at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, right? So you should be grateful that you're still here. What are you doing with your life? Talking about sports all day long? Talking about stuff that means nothing? What have we done for people or humanity? Think about it.
Well, my phone is dying in a minute. So, but I just want to say this. When I leave this plane, I don't want anybody to say R.I.P., R.I.H.
And don't, yeah. And make pictures, send pictures up there like, yo, man, I was cool with him, bro.
No, I don't want anybody to say that, because when I go on the other side, I'm not resting. I'm just starting. Because I want to figure this shit out. Who the hell created this crap, and why did you create this crap? So I'm going to be advocating for you, all of you that I left behind for the moment. So I'm not resting. That's the way I feel about it. So don't say R.I.P., R.I.H., because I'm not going to be resting.
Nope.
I'm still going to be fighting.
And you know the crazy part is, we say resting. Like, I take a quickening. You know how people say I'm sleep, nigga. I don't sleep, nigga. It's called a quickening. I'm taking a quickening, resting, and all these terminologies that we use, and people think it's pun. It's none of those things, people. Is what it is, and this is why people can't get with this type of information, because it's too over their heads. You got to be a jokester all the time. I can be a jokester. We used to crack jokes all the time, brother, on 21st and Catherine. So we could do that, but this is not the time for none of that. But brother Hawthorne, yeah, I know your phone is dying, man. We got to talk about that podcast, man, and let me know if you're gonna do it. Okay.
All righty.
All right. Love you, man. Thanks, man.
Oh, for sure.
No doubt. Peace. That's my brother, Big Red, man. So hopefully the sister's watching and she understands the type of person that I am. I'm so versatile. I'm June 7th. I'm the same day as Prince, B. I'm versatile with everything I do. I don't go along with the get along. Okay? I don't go along with the get along. Tennis shoes and electric wires. You know, you call them tennis shoes. We call them sneakers. Sneakers, tennis shoes. Y'all funny, man. So listen, anybody wants to join the feed? I think I got Tobago on the feed. What up, homie? What's good? Because I'm going to give y'all about 5 more minutes and I'm going to lay back down. So if you want to join the feed, hit my link, join the feed. And if you want to support, I put my Zelly up here always. What's up, bro?
Yeah.
What's hood?
It's the nigga from Botswana again, bro.
Oh, Botswana. What's up, man?
Hey.
Botswana, man. What's popping? I heard, you know what's funny? I looked up Botswana, right? And they said,
yeah.
I was looking at the religion down there in Botswana, and they said it's, you know, they tolerant to all religions. That was so funny down there, man. I was like, really? Because I thought it was Muslims. They said no, Christians, Muslims, whatever. That's what's up, man. How you feeling? We got Botswana in the building. Where y'all at?
Man, I'm in Gibbs right now.
Huh? What do you say, baby? I'm not live again, baby. We gonna get off this food. My daughter said, "You live again?" What's up? What's going on? I picked you up and put you in the room because I had to do something early. Go ahead. So yeah, I was on Michael Coylar's show, and I wake up early in the morning, man, and he asked me to come on, and I thought I was going to go directly into the Constitution. I didn't know all these other things that was going to happen. You know, I didn't know all these things was going to happen, but I'm thinking I'm just going to go into the Constitution, but it didn't work out that way. So what y'all thoughts on it? Come on the feed, y'all. Talk to me for a minute. Did you see Michael Coylar's show? So do y'all think I was you know, negative towards the sister, or because I wasn't even talking about her, I was talking about the two grown men. What y'all think? Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh, I'm gonna put the link up. Give me 1 second, sis. Give me 1 second. There it is, right there, sis. So she got her feelings, man. I said, damn, boy. Oh my God. Like, she said her like I was talking to her. You shouldn't want a nigga that sit around the house all day long and watch sports. You shouldn't want that. You really shouldn't. There's the link right there, sis. Can you see it? Hurry up, because I do want to get off of here. These? Aji here. Oh, never mind, babe. Never mind. My daughter's. What up, sis?
Peace, peace.
What's good?
You said a whole lot.
I did. I tell you, if Mike would have just let me flow, man, I'd have been cool, man. But I didn't know. I was frustrated because I'm sitting there, I'm waking up 6 in the morning. Like I go to bed at 3 in the morning. I don't go to bed at 10 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, at 8 o'clock. If I'm going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's a short period of time. Then I'm waking up at 6 just to prepare. But you're gonna have me on hold? You're gonna have me on hold, my G? Come on, man. I thought we supposed to be talking about the Constitution. That's what I asked him. Come on, man. So and then she got upset saying, "Yeah, well, I felt offended because I wasn't talking about her. She didn't even talk about sports." I think a balance needs to be taught. Exactly, and I'm with the balance part. I'm so with balance. I'm so with balance. But the thing is that we lopsided on many things. We're lopsided. I think balances need to be talked about. Yeah, that's true. So what you think, sis? What you think? You think that I was wrong about something?
No, I don't think that you were wrong. I think that, the way, and I don't want to make a generality about the sister because, again, I don't know her or any of those people, but um, the way, from my experience in this society, the way that it is, it creates a person to be that way if you allow it, right? Where you're just like, hey, I see that, all this stuff is going on, but, I still want to, just not kind of talk about it. I mean, I feel like if a person could hear themselves or be outside of themselves and see themselves kind of saying that, I think they would look at themselves a different way because I don't think they realize how that really sounds or comes across. Like, I know there's all these bad things going on, but I'm still gonna go do, whatever. I don't know.
But the crazy part is, I said it's bigger things going on. B, the people in North Carolina can't even watch motherfucking sports. Nigga, you think they worried about sports, bro? And you got a lady that's going to tell you that she's giving out $750, my G, and FEMA say they don't have no money. Come on, man. We got to do better than this, B. We got to do better than this, man. How? She's going to give up $750 and you giving billions to kill children and people talking about sports? That's crazy. I'm no fan too. I'm a strong woman in color, shaking my head. I don't need food stamps anymore. You don't. First of all, can I say something to y'all about this food stamp thing? Listen, do you know the whole concept of welfare, what it was? Welfare is the well-being of the people. They have to take care of the people. See, this is, again, we don't understand how this works. The whole commonwealth or the welfare or the aid of the people, they call it aid when it comes to white people. There's welfare when it comes to our people. Aid when it comes to them. Welfare when it comes to us. Like entourage when it's white people, Europeans, or a gang when it comes to us when we're together. Ain't that's kind of crazy? Then you let these people flip everything on us. When Harris wins, we will make pale skin into forced labor. Nah, Kamala, I don't even know if this person is real or not. But anyway, y'all going to go to hell in a handbasket if Kamala Harris is in office. I'm just being real with y'all. Y'all can get the same disappointment that you got with Barack Obama. I'm predicting that. Right? But you know why, sis? They don't know nothing about this. Let me show you something, how ill this is. Hold up. And this is what Mike gonna tell me to bring all the books and stuff, right? I was trying to get everything together, but bear with me. If you read this, right, the Rex 84, this right here, I told y'all need to get this. Keep the adult public attention diverted away from real social issues and captivated by matters of no real importance. Schools, keep the young public ignorant of real mathematics, real economics, real law, real history. Entertainment, keep the public entertained below 6th grade level. Work, keep the public busy with no time to think back on the farm with the other animals. This is what happened down in North Carolina. You're not even in tune with nature. So I had this for a very long time. This is called the Rex 84, the King Alfred's plan. Keep the public ignorant. access control points, create preoccupation. I tell everybody they need to get this and read it. I'm not lying to you. So when you are hip to this, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Nothing. Yes, sister, other countries have free healthcare, no doubt. When I was in Spain, that was crazy. The healthcare was so crazy. They would bring a doctor to my hotel if I needed. You follow me? The most you would pay is $15. But y'all don't realize you're in a capitalist society, but you getting mad at Sabir because I'm sharing these things with you and going to tell them, you see how fast they defended sports, bro? Nigga, like she defended the sports real quick. I said, I felt violated. She said, well, you need to know, and that's what our people love. Listen, if sister ever want to sit and talk with me one-on-one, it'd be dope. They don't want us to be creative. No, they do not. They don't want us to be creative. So when you sit on the feed and Mike was talking about wasting time, that was my time. That half an hour, that was my time. He said he sat in movie theater for 2 hours. But when you sit on, if I'm sitting on your feed and I'm not getting paid and I'm sitting in for a half an hour, that's a waste of my time that I can never get back. Never get back. He said in a movie for 2 hours, he can never get that back. I can never get my half an hour back. Never. Without.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Like, do laws like in Africa, like I get like I'm watching you like talk about the laws in US. Do they apply to me in Africa?
You say, does it apply to you in Africa?
Yeah.
Like well, you gotta study the laws of Africa. I'll be trying to study everybody's law. When I went to Morocco, I tried to study theirs. Tunis, I tried to study theirs. When I went to Canada, I went into the law libraries there. I everywhere I go, I try to study everybody's laws, man. The white man got you, Sabir. I don't know who the white man is, but if you got some receipts, you can come on the feed. Hit that link. If you got some receipts about a white person got me still drinking coffee, you can come on the feed because coffee comes from Ethiopia and actually is an Arabic word too. But it's also called Buna, which is not black. Coffee is literally brown. Coffee is brown from the boogie down. It's not black, it's brown. So please stop calling it black coffee. It's brown coffee and it's Arabic. Okay, hopefully I answered your question. But I try to study everybody's laws as I move around to every country. I got a lot of stuff in my crazy head, bro. I could tell you about the laws of Morocco, certain stuff you can't do. Tunis, certain things you can and cannot do, bro. It's real. So I don't know about where you're at, but there's one universal principle, bro. And that one universal principle is this: human rights. That's the one universal principle, brother, that we need to be on.
So I should get this book.
Yes. Get the Declaration of Human Rights, fam. Get that one. And again, I could do lectures across the globe, no matter where. So what's up? We got Ben. What's up, Bean? Ben? What's up?
It's live, more. Peace and blessing.
How are you, fam?
All is well.
Yeah.
Everything is good, my brother.
That thing just disappointed me, man. You know, I was like, I'm happy.
I love that brother Michael, man. He's a great guy, man. And Strayas, he's young, you know, she's still learning, man. So you know,
but I'm not even against it. That's the thing about it. I mean, people take it the wrong way. I keep trying to tell you, and I love Michael Coylar, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
But the thing is that I know stuff that I can't even talk about right now, bro. Like
yes,
people
sir.
like, yo, Sabir, you should have won ham. No. I can't do that. You know, because what happens, they'll say, no, we don't want to bring him back over here again.
Right. You don't want to do too much.
Nah. Coffee versus Red Bull. Hell no. Red Bull is death, B. That's a death, and it messes with your heart.
Yes, sir.
Red Bull is not good for y'all. Okay, Viagra is not good for y'all. Drink some waters, brother. Stop messing with Viagra and stop messing with Red Bull, bro. Drink some coffee. It hit. You know the strongest coffee, bro. You know what's weird about coffee? I don't know if you ever been to Spain or Africa, right? And in Morocco and Tunis, they give you water. You don't even pay for the water. They give you water when you get coffee. Let me tell you how crazy this is, bro. The coffee that's there will have you like, somebody said they'll give you wings. Yeah, they ain't lying. It will definitely give you wings, nigga. So, or give you fangs. I don't know. But the crazy part is they give you water with coffee. It's different. It will have you gibber. It have you like this. You want to see? You want to show you? I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I'm gonna show you what coffee looks like. I'm gonna show you what real coffee do. And they give you water. I swear, man. Watch this. This is what coffee do. Give me 1 second. I swear to God. Hold up. Yo, and it's so small, fam. The coffee they give you is so small, right? It's like they call it espresso. They call it Americana or whatever over there. Listen, this is what it do to you. I swear to God, this is what they look. This is what it do to you. I swear to God, look. Watch this. Look. Watch this. I swear this is what it does, bro. Watch this.
I'm all espressoed up now. That's what I'm
I swear to God, dude. This is what it do to you.
This is a little thing called the go-go juice.
No joke.
Oh, I'm ready. Come on.
Now watch this. This is me.
Thank you, man. Glad you enjoyed it. Okay, take it easy. I gotta poop. Give me a second.
I gotta poop.
Guys, let's go last. We gotta address this. This may be a full-fledged shit situation. Turbulence. A little rumble in the jungle is what I call it. Ready?
The best scene is where we all get transported to Jumanji again, because that's the scene where the audience then realizes, like,
I swear to God, dude, that's what that coffee do to you over there, bro. I swear.
It's true.
Yo, fam, like I swear it's different over there, bro. Like I was literally high, nigga. Like, do you know in Japan it's called, let me explain this to some of y'all because you keep saying Japan. Japan is called Nippon.
Mm-hmm.
Nippon. That's what Japan is called, Nippon. China is Manchuria. So as I'm drinking the coffee, right? You see me scratching, I would do stuff like this, like nigga, like so that's crazy, right? So if the coffee is so strong, they got to give you water. You don't even pay for it, right? They just give you the water, right? But it takes you there because if you understand where that come from, like where do you think the term horny goat come from? Do you know where horny goat come from? Horny goat.
Oh.
Damn, I'm 2 hours and 26 minutes. God damn. But this is my show right about now.
Oh.
The term horny goat.
Mm-mm.
You don't know where it come from? You know the story behind that?
Nope, explain.
Okay,
I don't know, brother.
So let me see if somebody say it first. Them teas and coffee without sugar awakens the neurons. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Listen. So the goats would eat the beans and the goats would be running around. They had energy.
Oh.
That's the Ethiopian thing. Right? So that's what the coffee would do to you. It would give you that energy, that burst of energy. That's what it does. Right? So they took that term, horny goat, and they selling niggas pills. Ain't this a boy? These people are they selling niggas pills just to keep it up, brother. No, drink water, homie. Leave Viagra and Red Bull alone, brother. Drink some coffee, nigga. You might listen. You have that burst of energy, brother. So the coffee beans or the coffee would give you mad energy. That's they study the goats. Why is the goats running around like that in Ethiopia? Because coffee is called Dubuna, Buna, which is actually brown. Look it up. So I told you it's a whole lot of things that we can bring to people, brother. and educate the masses. But people don't want this. Why would I talk about this?
Deep.
You know, the state-based European values and customs. What is European values and customs? Who are they? Do you know the crazy part? I could take every word and dissect this for y'all if y'all ready. Do you know what European means? Do y'all know what European means? I don't even think they call themselves Europeans. I think they call themselves Irish, Dutch, French, something like that, right?
Yeah, Europa was an African queen.
So European is founded a slave. European. We used to have a saying in Philly. We was like, go ahead, go ahead, you little peon.
Yeah.
That's what we used to say. You a slave. European. European.
Yep, you're right. Yep.
Yo, bro, listen, pick your poison, baby. I could flow all day long with this to make it make sense. But y'all don't know. Y'all don't want to pay for it. That's not on your radar, brother. We worried about niggas bumping their heads, getting concussions. It's gonna nitpick at me. Why do we let trash into this great nation? What trash? I don't know what you mean by trash. Could you come on the feed and explain this to us? Maybe my sister Sunshine can what do they mean by trash?
She trolling.
That's okay. We can have, hey brother, it's all love.
I know. I'm just letting you know. She ain't trying to lie. She's just trolling.
It's all good, family. It might be my stalker. That's the greatest person I have. It's my stalker, babe.
All is well. Yes, sir.
It's all good. Listen, brother, I will turn all my enemies into friends, brother. I have no issue with nobody. And I don't have beef with nobody because I don't even eat meat. Straight up. I will definitely turn all my enemies into friends. Okay? Atlanta, Houston, Detroit, those cities are worthless. To you, it may be worthless.
I'm from Detroit. I can't say that.
Listen. I like Detroit. I like Houston. I can't say too much about Atlanta because there's too many of this going on in Atlanta. But I'm not judging. It's just not my cup of tea. But I do appreciate my man Michael Coylar. So any questions before I get off of here, y'all? I'm gonna finish resting up and do my I was gonna do my coffee and conversation, B, later on. So everybody hit me up on X, Real Sabir Bay on X. I got up early in the morning just to do nothing, to sit on here, grown men talk about sports. And I don't know.
Well, I don't think it was to do nothing. I'm pretty sure there was somebody on there that you touched, and that's what it's all about. If you could at least, reach one person.
Somebody said no beef. No, I don't eat no meat. Nope. A vegetarian, no goat or ham, no chicken, no turkey, no hamburger.
True Morris diet.
Huh?
That's a true Morris diet.
I haven't eaten meat since I was 16 years old, fam.
Yeah, wow.
Bro.
Wow.
I haven't eaten, bro. Let me tell you something. I can't even be around meat. It stinks. I don't even eat fish, bro.
Wow.
It's been over damn near 30 years almost. Damn.
My great uncle had a farm. He had a slaughterhouse. I visited one day. Man, worst thing I ever seen in my life. Traumatized me.
Yeah, it would dramatize the hell out of me too when I see people eating them. That's why people these niggas be having bad body odor. I'll be like, nigga, you stink, bro. Like, no, seriously, it comes out your pores, right?
Yeah.
It comes out the pores, right? And the biggest pores on your body is your underarms, your head, and the bottom of your feet, and the palm of your hands.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. This is why they tell women when you're pregnant. What do they tell women that's pregnant? What do they tell women not to use, Sister Sunshine?
Say that last part that you said again. I didn't catch it.
What do they tell women not to use when they're pregnant?
Oh, it's a lot of different things. But what did you say before that?
No, I said the biggest pores in the body is the top of your head, the palm of your hand, your underarms, and your feet.
Mm-hmm.
So what do they tell women not to use when they get pregnant?
I'm trying to think because I just had
perms. You can't put a perm in your hair.
Oh Yeah, because I don't have a worm. That's why.
Why? Because it affects the baby.
Yeah.
Common sense, my nigga.
Oh yeah.
So why do they say that? Because the pores opens up and it goes into the bloodstream.
Mm.
It affects the baby. Y'all don't get it yet?
Wow.
My apologies, because I have natural hair. So
I'm not saying you, but I'm talking about the ones that wear it.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll get it for you, okay? 1 second. Daddy Gray, get off, okay?
I got markers in my box.
Okay, go get them then and mark it up. And so this is the crazy part. Like, we don't even know the basic fundamentals. Aluminum in your deodorant is deadly too. So when I moved out here to California, I swear to God, I don't know if you know what a teacup chihuahua is. You know what a teacup chihuahua is? Y'all know what a chihuahua?
It's like a small one, right?
Nigga, that motherfucker barked all night long. I used to put it in the kitchen with a gate, and he would like never get out. He would just bark, right? But when I lay down, he would actually climb over the gate. I was like, how does nigga keep getting out, right? So I would sleep one day, and I was on the couch, and I would look at him in the kitchen, act like I was asleep, and I would see how he would climb over the gate. So it's a teacup chihuahua, right? Do you know when I moved out here, I was wearing flip-flops and I had a teacup chihuahua. They said, nigga, you crazy. You didn't want West Coast on us, nigga, because we don't do this on the East Coast, right? So I was walking outside with the dog, and I had to get the dog shots. Now, I'm from the East Coast. We don't get dog shots and shit. We put them niggas in the house, let them walk outside, whatever, right? This is a European thing, right? So I had to go get it shots. The shots was like $310, I think, for the shot. You know why I had to get the shots? They said the palm of their feet, when they're walking in grass, just think about this for 1 second. Niggas walk in grass all day long, right? Yeah. The dog will walk in grass where other dogs pooped at. So they would say the worms would get inside their feet. So just imagine the worms inside you as you walking. But yet you paid I said, nigga, I'm not paying $300 and something for a damn dog to get shots. We never did that. So I did it, but I eventually got rid of the dog. But my point is that everything that you touch with your hands, you walk. And this is why they knew how to defeat Ethiopia, because Mussolini put musket gas on the ground.
What?
Y'all didn't know about what happened? He couldn't defeat Ethiopia. So they would put mustard what you call them, on the ground. Mustard gas. Yeah, that's what they were doing. That's how they defeated them, because they knew they was battling barefoot. Y'all don't know history, man. You keep watching these sports, baby. Y'all don't get it yet. Everything is a setup.
Wow.
I keep trying to tell you, pick your poison. That's all you got to do is do your research. It's right there. So they know you. Black people are very predictable. That's why they got y'all. Y'all gave Kamala Harris billions of dollars while she giving y'all $750. Y'all gave Kamala Harris billions of dollars, and that's why she giving y'all $750. So why can't the former farm help understand that they are parasites? I don't know. You got to ask these people. I don't know. And I'm not your public. I'm not a public, I don't get paid for that. But what y'all can do, right? I was trying to get the Philadelphia sister, but what y'all can do is to go to Philadelphia. I was trying to get there by the 14th, but I don't think it's going to work because the way my bank account is set up. They having this thing called Morris Remembrance Day. I was trying to get the money to get there. I didn't get enough people to say, yo, I ain't even get $100, B. So yeah, this is going down in Philadelphia. So shout out to my brother Azim Hopkins Bay. I was trying to get some loot together for my flight and my daughter's flight, but I guess it's not going to happen. But that's October the 14th, 2024. This is called Morris Remembrance Day, where our nationality was stripped at in Philadelphia. So I'm gonna have my brother Azim Hopkins Bay on here. And trust me, this is gonna be a hell of a day, yo. So I filmed down here before. I did a documentary on Noble Drale, and I filmed that particular day. So if I can get it before the 14th, I will definitely go, because I gotta, pay for both flights, my daughter's flight and my flight. So that's just what it is, man. I ain't banking like that. Maybe I should have charged Mike to come on the feed, huh? No, seriously, man. Because me asking people, it's like, yo, man, why are you asking? So, you should have it, brother. No, I don't have it. I have other responsibilities. Okay, I'm not going to keep coming out my pocket when I'm going to go overseas next month. So everybody can chip in, get in where you fit in. I got to go to the post office and then probably come back here and do I got to send out this oud oil. And if y'all want to get the overstanding the language of law, if you want to get the Rex 84, you can actually order those things, or you just say, brother, I'm going to drop you a couple of $1,000. I don't have Cash App. I only have Zelle, PayPal, and Chime. So I do got to get ready to go, sis. But I'm gonna come back on later on after I got to send out these things to my brother Marcus and other people that ordered these things. Moors aren't Americans though. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna give you time to come on the feed. If you want to confront it, come on the feed, family. Okay, I want you to come on the feed and prove your points, because you're gonna lose this playing with me. You're definitely gonna lose playing with me. What happened to my Cash App? Oh, so what happened? They wanted me to create a business account under Cash App. That's what happens. And you ain't going to pressure me into getting something that I don't want. So they wanted me to make my Cash App a business. And I said, hell to the no. So you got time if you want to prove your point. Moors aren't real Americans. If you want to lose some money, you want to put a wager up on that piece right there? That's all you got to do is click the feed. Don't talk about it, be about it. You got time by the time this song is over. Okay?
Indeed.
Okay? So, I don't know why people keep trying to test me, man. They're going to lose playing with me.
We the realest Americans.
Oh, they don't want this, brother. They got time. I don't know why they keep typing. They got time. Set it up any given day, baby. But hopefully they go to my PayPal, Zelle, if you want to play me. But I do got to get ready to go, sister. I'll be back later on. If you want to, my email is right there, sabirbayradio@gmail.com. I got to get ready to go. Okay? Peace, yo.
Peace, brother.
Peace, brother. Share it out.
As long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening. You like me,
I see you later on, baby.
If I'm talking about drinking and nothing about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why, you like me, you like me, you like me. But the second I start with the state of the economy, black leadership, black cards, and black sovereignty, that's when you can't seem to follow me. Confusion, you feel like you're losing. I'm no longer amusing. This song's about choosing while you cruising. Either black entertainment or the black revolution. People love to see a young black man rap until he wakes up and realizes he's caught in the trap. So as long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening, you like me, you like me, you like me. Hey, if I'm talking about drinking and nothing about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why, you like me, you like me. But the minute I get in about the way these rappers spit it, the minute I start spitting that truth, it comes so critic. I freestyle off the top like I'm wearing my gaily fitted. But they not really checking for skills, they want the gimmick. Many of the challenges we face, we can solve them. But there's no trust, no unity, and that's the problem. Black people fighting amongst themselves, that's the problem. White people fighting amongst themselves, that's the problem. U.S. foreign policy is simply just bomb them. Rebels against their own government, the U.S. harms them. Then when things get out of hand, yeah, they try to calm them. More money, more deployment.
If somebody want to lose some money, that's all y'all got to do is put it up. And that's how it can happen, baby.
See, just charm them. If that doesn't work, then they move to Osama. Turn them into a terrorist so they can disarm them. Through the corporate media, we don't stand a chance, but too many people want us to just stand and dance. So as long as I
want to thank my stalker, too, for always coming on the feed. I thank you so much, brother.
Dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like
you still got time to come on, fam.
I don't know what's happening. You like me, you like me, you like me.
That's a stalker, baby.
If I'm talking about drinking and not about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why. You like me, you like me. You like me, you like me, you like me. You like me, you like me, you like me.
And my stalkers like me too. That's why I'm gonna take your manhood, because you would never come to the cipher. Peace.